Everybody, woohoo! Blimey, I can't believe it, right? It feels like it's been a long time coming, but we've finally made it to London Calling 250. I'm no mathematician, but that feels like it's taken me somewhere very cautiously between 4 and a bit and 5 years to achieve. Pretty early into doing London Bridge Bricks, I always wanted to do a particular live stream for the community. And there was someone that always used to stream on a Friday. And I always thought that was a good time to stream because it was kind of end of the week. You know, everyone's a little bit more joyous for doing that. And Brick Bakery, it was called. And I watched him religiously every Friday. I really enjoyed it. And when he kind of stopped, like all good things always do come to an end, they really do. Not that that's foreboded, so don't worry. I kind of thought now's my chance. And I kind of did other live streams at the time as well. One being called Double Bubble with my good friend and founder of London Bridge Bricks, Paul. But now London Calling's kind of become its own thing, and it's kind of turned from a weekly podcast into a weekly thing for the community. You know, podcast wasn't even a thing back in those days, but now it is kind of more so. So that's why it's available now on Spotify and, of course, Apple Podcasts as well, and doing really, really well. So thank you, everybody who does listen in on those particular platforms. And if you're ever listening to it and you kind of think to yourselves, God, I wonder what that looks like, or I wonder what they're describing, then do check out the actual description of the podcast. You will find the link down there to it. And as always, folks, if you do want to support the channel as well, there's a couple of different ways of doing that. There's always the super chats, of course. There is, of course, always the ability to actually join and become a kind of deeper, slightly more ingrained part of the LBB family. But to be honest, right, the biggest thing that I love about doing what I do is just having you guys and girls here, and the time. It's a time thing. Time really is money, and time is very, very precious as well. It really is. So I've always been kind of very, very blessed, I feel, having you boys and girls out there tuning into this. And that means a lot. And that, to me, is the big thing. It really is. And being part of this awesome community, it really is. And who knows what 2025 has to offer. Certainly 2024 so far. I mean, we've still got 6 weeks or so to go. Has been brilliant. So long may it continue. Anyways, how are you boys and girls all doing out there? Anyway, this is, of course, the 250th edition. And we've got a very, very special guest on tonight from the Lego house, which is jolly exciting. We're also going to be looking at some new sets as well. We've got the Botanicals. Botanicals is actually a thing now. It is its own thing, which is kind of jolly exciting. We're going to be looking at some of the new sets, from the mini orchids to the lucky bamboo. I don't know. I was always a bit sort of funny. I didn't know if I wanted plants to be made of plastic. But I was looking at the mini orchid earlier on, and I got to be honest, I actually really like it. I do like them all, to be honest. And there's a particular bouquet that you can buy. I don't know if it's January the 1st or February the 1st. There's a mix of, they've kind of split it up a little bit as well. It might be regional based. I'm not too sure. But anyway, we'll take a dive into that a little bit later as well. We're obviously going to be looking at Love, the Robert Indiana's kind of masterpiece sculpture, which some people kind of put it in, well, certainly Lego have anyway. They've put it in the down as being kind of in the category of pop art. But I don't really think it is necessarily pop art. I'm certainly not too sure that he ever wanted it to be there anyway. And also as well, what's dropped tonight as well is this tic-tac-toe. It's a gift with purchase. It's really bizarre. It's a really strange one. The actual build itself doesn't look like anything too particularly interesting. But the fascinating thing for me, and slightly awkward as well, in the sense that it comes with 10 minifigures, which is obscene amount of minifigures to get with a gift with purchase. But, you know, I'll take it for sure. But they're all kind of classic-ish spacemen. the reason I say classic-ish is because there's a kind of elements that are there and elements that are missed as well. But anyway, we'll look at that a little bit later. This is a really weird new gift with purchase that is gonna sell like hotcakes. It really is. It's such an odd name as well. Tic-tac-toe. I've got no idea what that even means. But anyway, maybe someone on the panel, maybe you boys and girls out there will know. Of course, we're going to have this week's PMQ as well, which is such a pertinent one that I've been sent from Liz this week. Actually, I've got a few that are kind of bumbling away in the background, and sometimes I kind of wait to see what the Lego news is that week on whether it's kind of, oh yeah, let's put it out there this week. This particular one I've been sitting on for a few weeks, and it's brilliant, especially the fact that we've got someone on from Lego tonight. You'll know what I mean when the PMQ becomes a thing. But anyway, thank you so much to Liz for sending that in. And if you boys and girls out there do want to send me one, just drop me an email, or of course drop me a line over on Instagram as well. Just DM me, as they like to say over there. Of course, we've got a new mock the week as well from Gaz this week, and we've got all your pictures now, as well as all your pictures that we're going to be looking at later. Of course, we're going to be discussing all your thoughts and feelings on all the Lego news that's been going on this week as well. So anyway, we'll say hello to all you boys and girls in just a tick, but don't forget to check out the survey, folks. Got 27 votes in there so far, and it's just asking the question: over the course of the festive period, will you be buying a festive themed Lego set? I went to the kind of official opening of the festive installation at Leicester Square this week. Had a jolly good time as well. Picked up some interesting things as well. I'm going to keep hitting my hat on that mic as well tonight. Talking of hats, I've got a couple of them this week as well. We're giving them straight to the godson, I think. They won't fit my head anyway. It's too big. I ain't saying anything. But otherwise, I'm just curious to know. I seen all this festive stuff, and I was like, does actually anyone, like, who buys these sets? I know I buy one or two of them, but there's loads of really good ones out there as well, especially the wreath this year. God, I really like it. And I kind of think I should get it, but there's a part of me as well that sort of says, well, why don't you just buy it after Christmas, get it at a sort of decent discount, and then you got it for next year? And I'm like, yeah, maybe I will. I don't know. I'm kind of putting some money away for hardware as well. So I'm slightly kind of not buying quite as much Lego as I normally do at the moment. And that's because I'm kind of investing more for what I want to do in 2025. And I've got this idea of turning the desk around as well, so that you'll have the city behind me. That's something I might do somewhere between Christmas and the New Year. That kind of void, that limbo of time that we all go through between Christmas, and everyone forgets what day of the week it is. It is a thing. It really, really is. Anyway, folks, let me know what you think about that in terms of the survey tonight. 56 say yes, they do buy festive sets. No says 26%. Undecided 19%. Okay, that's quite good. I think that's brilliant. The fact that half of you out there do. But anyway, keep those coming in as well. Do me a little favour as well. Anybody who's tuning in tonight, who's maybe watching this on #ReplayGang, and thank you to everybody who does tune in afterwards, leave me a comment. Let me know you're out there. But I know Brian always does. Always says it's a great stream, and I appreciate that. So thank you, Brian. But yeah, let me know what you boys and girls out there think about the news and that from this week as well. Otherwise, I think it's probably time to say hello to a few of you peeps out there. And you guys have been talking a lot because I've got to do a lot of scrolling. Now, don't forget, as always, everybody who's on tonight, folks, check out the details. You'll find it all down in the in the description, like it always is. Even the PMQ from Liz this week, you'll find all the details as well, to a rather excellent podcast that she does. We've got Lego Team B out there. They were the first in tonight. G'day, congrats on 250 episodes, an amazing achievement. Thank you, my friends. Honestly, a little surprise as well, folks. Now, normally speaking, of course, we do a Bean Boozled every week, but you know what? Lego Team B, here's the thing, they're going to be on in a couple of weeks' time. Right at the end of this month, they will be. And that is when I'm going to be finishing off the Bean Boozled, considering they're the ones that actually sponsored me for 200 Australian dollars to actually finish them off. So that will be a thing in 2 weeks. Them and, of course, the beans. Anyway, we've got Luke Title out there as well. Luke's going to be on in just a tick as well. He's my main man when it comes to trains. Bricks Deplorum's out there as well, all the way from Chicago. Good to see you, Trev. I think he pulled my headphones out there, or my earplugs. I can't do that. I won't be able to hear a thing, let alone hear myself. Coaster Bricks is out there as well. Emily, she sent me some pictures earlier on. Thank you as well for that, Emily. Don't forget, folks, if you ever want to send me pictures, do send them over to me. DM me. Otherwise, just email me at londonbridgebricks@gmail.com. Salexcape is out there as well. Hello there. Greetings from the Netherlands. Honestly, folks, we are truly international. Australia to Netherlands to Germany to the UK and Canada and beyond. Honestly, folks, we really are. And of course, Denmark as well. Never forgetting Denmark. How could we ever forget Denmark? Mavericks is out there as well saying, hey, TJ. That, of course, means TJ is out there as well. Good to see you, Titanium J. Who else we got out there as well? Faith and Misery. Good to see you, Faith and Misery. Polar Bricks is out there. Annie, good to see you too. I was having a good old chat with Sabrina earlier on this week as well. Met her down at London in Leicester Square, which was nice to see. I didn't know she was going to be there. I'll be buying festive builds. Hey, Lego family, happy 250th London calling. Thank you, Chris. Joe's Bricks. To Emily. Goes to Bricks. How are you? How are you? Joel's Bricks. More to the point. Glad to have you here, my friend. I really am. Bricks Employment saying hello to Titanium J. Minifig Nick's out there as well. Sent me some very cool pictures last week. Ireland Avol. Hello, everyone. Hope you all had a great week. Congratulations. 250 live streams of London calling. I know it's a lot, isn't it? It really is. It's like banging on 5 years. Made me nervous. Oh, what made you nervous? Laugh out loud, Chris. I want to know what made you nervous. I've got a picture of you and me a little bit later on, Dad, actually. I think I'm the nervous one in the picture. Just saying, you have to wait and see what that's all about. But anyway, we did have such a good giggle this week, folks, honestly. And the weather was really nice, albeit it's going to turn very cold this week. We've got the old north wind blowing our way. And by the way, folks, if any of you look out, when it gets dark tonight, honestly, there is a supermoon night tonight. Literally is a supermoon. Last one of the year. Check it out. It is awesome. It really is. Minifig Nick said, isn't tic-tac-toe noughts and crosses? I'm thinking it maybe is, judging by looking at the grid system that's on there, of which there's 9, not 10, yet we get 10 figures. So I'm intrigued by that. Maybe it is. Maybe why they call it noughts and crosses? I don't know. Maybe it's just easier. Who knows? But anyway, good to know anyway. Already I know what it means now, which is great. Joel's Bricks. Adrian's Wall, all the way from New Zealand, I believe. Good to have you, Adrian, as well. Hope you've had a top week. I hope the sun has been nice for you. Now you guys are kind of coming into summer. You boys and girls down there. Andrew's out there as well. Good to see you. Hey, Brick Scene, all the way from New Zealand as well. Hi, Asian as well, he says. Good to see you, mate. How the devil are you doing? Hope all is good with you. Hope your son enjoyed that concert this week as well. 250 Australian dollars. That's about 30p. It is. It really is. Kingdom's Brick's out there as well. Hi, everyone. From Ireland. Welcome, King of the Bricks. Good to have you here. Really, really is. 2K Foles, they're sweating. They're sweating. They're worried what it's going to be. It's nothing rude. Not too rude anyway. Anyway, right. Okay, that's everybody who's in the house. Oh, there's one more just sneaked in. There he is. Mr. Chalice. Got a picture from Mr. Chalice this week. There he is as well. Minark. Everyone's just tiptoeing in. Good to have you all here anyway. We're going to be in for a top-notch evening. Right. I'm going to try and keep tonight's stream under 3 hours as well, folks. So we're nearly 15 minutes in, which is great because that means I'm dead on target. So without further ado, let's bring in the regulars, shall we? First up, we'll have the man who knows everything there is to know about Doctor Who is, of course, Gaz, a.k.a. the Minifig. Ooh. Hello, Gaz. How you doing?
Hello. Evening. How are you?
I'm very good. And of course, where there's Gaz, there is always, of course, the Brick Mods. Ian and Carrie, otherwise known as Ian and Carrie. Hello, Brick Mods.
That was hilarious. Yeah. Ian and Carrie.
Yeah. Ian and Carrie. Ian and Carrie, how you doing?
All right, not too bad. A bit of a stressful bedtime. A couple of children throttled, but they're still alive. It's fine.
Okay, you are looking a lot more buoyant than you did last week, Carrie.
I was buoyant at the start of the stream. It was the end of the stream that I was like this. Literally,
she literally won't. But that's the thing. The stream, for some reason, rather, hit 4 hours exactly last week. I don't know how that keeps happening, but anyway, I blame Carrie and her food habits. And then we ended up talking for like an hour and a half. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning by the time I went up to bed anyway. So. And my wife's she's like, "Where have you been? What's going on? I thought you were coming." And I said, "Yeah." I kept saying to her, "Yeah, I'll be there in a minute. I'll be there in a minute." And of course, the minute turned into blooming hours. It really did. We've got Miss Amby out there as well. Miss Amby, good to see you. So, Carrie, did you enjoy the pictures I sent you this week of the food that we had at Leicester Square?
I'm sad that there wasn't any food at Bristol.
Mm.
I
Yeah.
wasn't overly jealous because it didn't seem like it was fancy enough. I'm more of a savoury person than a sweet person, so I like savoury canapes.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah,
So
I mean, I would eat them. Like, if there's free food, I'm eating it. But I would prefer like free savoury food.
Okay, all right. So if I gave you a choice of, I don't know, a chocolate biscuit or a cheese and cracker, what would you go for?
Both.
No, you can't have both, Harry. It's only one.
Depends on the cheese. If it's mouldy cheese, I'm not touching that.
Could you put the cheese on the chocolate?
Yeah. Poor Ian.
Could you do
Cheese
that?
on the chocolate? No.
Yeah, I'm sure you can do that. Yeah, you have chocolate cheese. You have chocolate cheesecake.
Oh, guys, what's the matter with you? Honestly, is that a Welsh thing? It's got to be a Welsh thing. It's got to be. I've never heard anything like it in my life. I thought it was from Berkshire or something like that, guys. It doesn't sound like it sounds inhumane. Anyway, Miss Amby's out there. Miss Amby's giving us. We got a thing, guys. Miss Amby, £2. She says awesomeness is what London calling is. I super appreciate that. Thank you so much, Miss Amby. Because that is such a lovely thing to do, such a super thing for a super chat. Here's a little bit of Superman. I cannot believe it, Gaz. He got her.
Easy, miss. I've got you.
You've got me? Who's got you? I can't believe it. I just cannot believe it. He got her.
Voila. Thank you so much, Miss Amby. Super appreciate it, as always.
I was waiting for you to do the accent then. I was like, no, it didn't happen. No,
I did it before. I'm under. We got an operations director down there, keeping us on
Only
target.
time for one accent, that's it.
Stay on target. Stay on target. Now, Carrie, you would have missed it as well. We've got a new thing, right? If there's anything in the private chat, you see people doing that, it means there's something in the private chat. All right, just saying. All right, it's like a little salute. So anyone out there sees us doing stuff, we're doing stuff in the private chat. Just saying.
I hope you don't see a magpie. I always do that with magpies as well.
Do you really? Guys, you're a proper old man. You really are. Honestly, sort of stuff my granddad would say. He's not been around for about 25 years. Anyway, we got Minark out there saying Liz. If Minark's saying Liz, that means Liz must be out there somewhere. Where's Liz? Where's Liz? I can't see. Have you seen her?
Yeah. Above Lego Team B saying that it's going to be a 6-hour marathon episode. No way.
Let me see if I can find Liz on there. I can't. There's no can't use the search criteria on this. I can actually. It uses it on there. I can't see Liz. Liz, make yourself known to me. Stand up.
You say that was an old thing for me to say.
That was it.
I can't work computers. Oh dear.
I can't work it. This is Gaz, yeah. We'll start pretending we're freezing or something, guys. We're loading up Studio, Microsoft Paint. Anyway, good to have you here, guys. I hope you guys have had a top week, especially you, Liz. There she is. The void is present. It really is, honestly. I was having this discussion earlier on about the void and the Matrix. Honestly, it was such a conceptual conversation. I've never had anything like it. And I said, do you guys think this is like we sound like the Matrix? And it was like everyone just rolled up laughing because it was such a concept. It was like literally a whole 25 minutes talking about concepts that don't really exist but do because we label them. So everyone just went. Everyone just lost the plot. They really did. Anyway, where'd you go? It was always the bods. I always ask because. She's a lady and I'm a gentleman. So where would you like to go? We can go somewhere around, I don't know where we live, actually somewhere, we'll say Bristol, somewhere around Bristol. And last time he came on, he didn't have a beard, but that was about a year ago. And obviously something's happened and he's grown a beard. Or we can go over to Denmark. Or we can go over somewhere in America. I'm not quite sure where she lives actually, but it's in a pink state. We'll call it that, a pink state.
Well, I'm wearing pink, so let's go pink.
Oh, we're going to go pink. Awesome stuff. All right, good choice. How can I describe this young lady? Well, what can I say, folks? She, like one of our other guests, is getting hairier and hairier. She really is. Her hair's getting longer and longer, and I'm loving it. And I'm super looking forward to seeing her at Brickworld Chicago next year in 2025. Honestly, folks, that's not long now. We're talking 6 months. 6 months. We're going to be back there. That's going to be crazy. Anyway, let's bring her on, shall we? It is, of course, Meredith, otherwise known as Pink Mills. Hello.
Hey, Meredith.
Happy Friday, everyone.
How you doing?
Doing good. How about you?
Really good, thank you. I'm super happy it's Friday. Lovely to have you here, Meredith.
Thanks for having me.
Super excited to hear about what you've been kind of working on. Just good to have you. You're like one of the massive mock builders that we get on. So I'm always super excited about that. Where should we go next? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask Meredith where she'd like to go next. You can go Bristol or we can go somewhere in Denmark. But KO, look at that, 25 big ones. Happy 250th episode, Greg. Never forget your crazy panel like Carrie. She's craziest. Actually,
I'm not crazy.
you're pretty crazy.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
How many episodes do you reckon you've done, Carrie?
Oh, 200?
No, our first episode was, I'm going to say, around 65.
65.
But then it probably wasn't until the 80s that we became more regular.
The 80s, not 90s.
Yeah, in the 80s. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah. Late 80s.
Yeah.
It
We
was
should do this on dial-up, didn't we, guys?
Oh, yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
been a while.
Back in the day.
Dial up. Oh, my gosh.
It was. Those were the days, folks. They really was. No one could phone you for hours because you was doing stuff on the internet. Anyway, thank you so much for that, KO. £25. That's incredibly generous. And for that, you're going to get a little bit of the old autopilot. Here we go.
Automatic pilot.
Automatic pilot. There it is.
You know what, guys? I've been seriously thinking about updating all of my videos, but I don't know if I want to because they're kind of part and parcel of the streams. That's the thing. It's like there's certain ones I always need, and they've all got their own little characteristic. Anyway, Meredith, where would you like to go? Basically, we've got. How can I describe these two? One lives in Denmark, one lives in Bristol. That's it, really. I was like, Billund or Bristol? What do you want, Billund or Bristol? That's as good as you're gonna get.
Let's go to Lego HQ.
Oh, Lego HQ. I got to be honest, if someone asked me that as well, I do exactly the same thing. Be the same answer. It really would be. As much as I love Bristol and all those that dwell in it, aka Gaz, occasionally, of course, and even Carrie has frequented there recently as well. Gutted, of course, by the fact that she had to buy her own burger when she got there. But anyway, that's another story for another time. Yeah, that all
Good
last
burger.
week. It was a good. Was it?
Nice
What was the
burger.
name of the burger place you went to?
Oh, Ooey or Owie, depending on who
Yeah.
you're on.
Oh, that sounds right. Was that one of those ones you get on the side of the motorway or something? Was it?
No, it was a vegan place, Tecticus.
Oh, he took you to a vegan place in Bristol.
Yeah.
Blimey.
Yeah. Yeah, it was nice.
Anyway, interesting.
Yeah, it
Okay, it was nice. I love you guys, honestly. C3PO, he definitely is. Right, anyway, let's. Anyway, over here. Anyway, let's bring him on, shall we? How can I describe this guy? He's a legend. He's a legend on London Calling. He really is. He lives in the home of the brick. And what can I say? He really is a master builder, and he's always got some absolutely outrageously brilliant Lego stories to tell us. Is, of course, our wonderful friend on the podcast, Mr. Stuart Harris. Hello, mate.
Hello, greetings from the land of Vikings.
Phenomenal. We should do a theme about that. Just saying. Anyway, Stuart, Mr. Harris, how are you?
I am rather good. It's Friday, at the end of the week. I'm exhausted, but happy. It's the weekend.
Yeah, me too. It is. This is kind of like, honestly, every Saturday I wake up after doing a London Calling. I've got a bit of a London Calling hangover, in all honesty, because you've just you're kind of throwing yourself over the line of finishing work for the week. And then it's like, and then you've got to kind of bring up some sort of aspirational energy from somewhere. Namely speaking, a packet of wine gums, and and on a sugar high, do some London Calling stuff. But Stuart, wonderful to have you here. It's been a little while. I think the last time
was it back in March? I can't remember now, but
I think it was.
Yeah,
it was. It must have been just after Bricktastic, because then he went on. He was doing on some sort of strange European tour thing that you was then on, and we've been watching you in Lego House videos ever since over on Instagram. You're quite the star on Instagram. You know that, don't you?
I'm not sure star is quite the right description, but I've been on it a few times. Yes.
Oh, I was never looked at that. So how big is Lego House on there? It's like 305,000. It's like, blimey, that's loads, of which Stuart frequents on there. So you're not doing bad, Stuart. It's pretty good. You got a lot of fans, for sure. Anyway, let's bring on our last panel member, shall we, tonight? It's been a little while. He's my go-to man when it comes to trains, of which, folks, I have been discussing a lot about trains with this guy recently. Lego trains, of course. He was recently at Steam, as it happens, only a few weeks ago, but somehow or other, our paths didn't cross, and but they kind of are now. But, of course, I wasn't physically there. We was there via London Calling. But anyway, we got him here tonight. Hopefully, going forward, we're going to see a little bit more of him as well. Is, of course, our good friend from Bristol, Mr. Luke Triton. Hello, mate.
Oh, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for having me back on.
It's all right. It's good to have you here, mate.
Yeah,
man. It's been a little minute. Was it something like 187? Was the last one?
It was 189, my last appearance, which was well over a year ago. I didn't even realize it had been that long, but I remember you texting me on Instagram, ready to catch up. I thought, you know what, it's kind of my fault because I'm not really a texter sort of person. I don't really do too good at keeping up with people. So when you texted me, it was like, oh, it's good to see you again. I was like, yeah, let's talk, let's do this. And then you start bombarding me with train questions. It's like,
exactly. I was like, oh, yeah. I'm always like that, Stuart. I'm like, yeah, you know a bit about Lego trains, didn't you? Tell me about this. Where should I do this? And how do I do that? And ballasting, all sorts of things, folks. Ballasting, because it's going to be a thing. Anyway, I'm working on things, folks. I'm working on things. What can I say? Lots of measuring up. That's all I can say for now. But anyway, let's go around the panel then. Let's start with Meredith. I always like to go sort of right and backwards a little bit. Meredith, tell us a little bit about what you've been doing since the last time you've been on, and how things are with you.
I've been supposed to be building, and I haven't. And I have 250 of these that I have to make a skyscraper out of.
Is that? It looks like a broken bonnet piece or something.
No, it's a Duplo spoiler in the new orange color.
Oh, that's cool.
So
that's a nice color.
I'm way behind on building. If you are in Atlanta or the Southeast United States, there will be the biggest ever version of New Hashima for Atlanta BrickCon the first weekend of February. It will be 15 feet long.
Oh my gosh.
And as much as I make terrible Lego train AFOL jokes, there's going to be like 2 trains and a monorail, I think. I don't know. I keep just seeing all these posts about adding more trains, and I'm just like, wait a second, is this a train layout or a cyberpunk layout?
I know. So, monorail and New Hashima. I mean, that is a good combo.
Yeah, and then that will be half of that will be at Brick World later in summer of 2025. Okay. So it won't be as big as the one we're having in Atlanta, but it will be all new. So nothing that was from 23. It's going to be all new. Yeah. So I have to build all new buildings, and
wow,
it's poking along.
So and how big is it again? How big is it planned to be?
So if you've seen bits and pieces of it, so the one at Brick World had triangular inner city.
Yeah.
And then it had like a spaceport off one side of the triangle. And then it had a kind of, we called it the slums or Old Town off of one under the triangle. And then Stefan Formentino had his original section as one of the other. So this time, Stefan, who lives about 2 hours away from me, he's coming. And then another guy from the old Cyber City set up in 2013 from Brick Fair 2013, he's coming. So they have their own sections. So we're going to have 2 triangular inner cities. My husband and I are building our own version of the inner city. And we have about 20 builders building all new stuff for that inner city. And then there's going to be an ocean in between them with an elevated highway. And the highway is going to glow.
Oh, wow.
How long is that going to take to put together? I mean, that's a 24-hour job, sir.
Well, see, the thing is A, I only live 15 minutes away from the site, which is good. And then B, the guy who runs Atlanta BrickCon, he's in our lug. He's made arrangements for us to come early. So we're going to be able to come early and stay later. But there was a lot of learnings from New Hashima, multiple setup times, and especially Brick World. So last year when we set it up at Atlanta BrickCon, it went quicker, way quicker, and it just gets quicker every time, especially because you have had so many people now that have done versions of it, whether it was, I think they had Brickvention, they had one, and then they had one at Bricking Bavaria twice now. So people have gotten, and then we've had it at Atlanta BrickCon and then Brick World. So everyone's kind of, I think we've all worked out a lot of the kinks. And in fact, Moto is building some really cool mechs for us. And he's like I was really, I wanted to do it the first time around, but, I kind of like to see how collabs go before I joined. And he's like, you guys, everything's always been so organized whenever I see it. So he's hopping in. So,
I mean, that's a good name to pull out the hat. That is Moto.
Moto. Yeah, we got Moto. We got tons of cool people building. Simon Liu's coming in to help build some smaller stuff. Who else do we have coming in? We have a couple of Lego Masters coming in to build some cubes for us. Just some other folks in the AFOL community as well. So it's gonna be fun. I don't, my husband really wanted to do it again, so we did it again. And I appreciate Lego gave us project support for doing all this infrastructure work, which is fantastic. So thank you, Lego.
Amazing. Yeah.
And then we adopted a second dog. I know in Europe and the UK it's a little different, but unfortunately we have a lot of irresponsible pet owners here in the United States. And then on top of that, we had hurricanes that hit Florida, and we're right north of Florida.
Really
and
bad.
So a lot of dogs got dumped over the summer and in the fall. So our local shelter, we had several local shelters they had upwards of 500-600 dogs. The one we adopted had 450 dogs, and they were almost like 80 dogs over capacity.
That is a big number.
Yes. It's terrible. So we adopted a new dog 3 weeks ago, and it's been work. So, but luckily he does not chew the Lego.
Okay. Good stuff.
The first dog that we rescued as a puppy, he chewed the Lego when he was a puppy, but our new one does not chew the Lego. So I'm very happy.
Okay, good stuff. And what's the dog's name? What's his name?
So they told us he was a Belgian Malinois mix.
Okay.
Which is one of those fancy Belgian shepherds. We did the DNA, and he came back for 95% Belgian Malinois, and then 5% this other obscure Belgian shepherd. So he's a pure Belgian Malinois, and his name is Waffles. My daughter
Waffles.
Waffles.
That's a good name. Great name for a dog.
That's really cute.
Waffles.
So he likes to go in and sleep in her bedroom. They're friends, and
nice.
He's a big sweetheart. So, and we think he was dumped because he doesn't look like a traditional Malinois. Like German shepherds and Malinois, they have like the pointy ears.
Yeah,
and they're kind of scary. His ears flopped over, and that's why they thought he was like a lab mix. And apparently that happens, and we think he got dumped because that's not breed standard to have floppy ears. So he was less desirable. So someone dumped him on the streets of Atlanta.
That's mad, isn't it? That's standard. So, that's like, it's just a creature. What can we say?
That's what we've been doing. Lots of building and lots of taking care of dogs.
Yeah. All right. Oh, it sounds lovely. Waffles, eh? Love that. Great
Waffles.
Name. Loving that. All right. Good stuff. Stuart. So how's your week been, Stuart? And I'm guessing in kind of more ways than one. It's probably involved some Lego.
Yeah, pretty much, yes, entirely, or more or less. I mean, since the summer, I've been working on the 2026 Lego House exclusive set, so that's been quite taking some time. I've done a lot of shows this year, or a few shows. So starting with, of course, Bricktastic, and then I did Brick Slopes in Utah, and then BrickCon Seattle. The Great Western Brick Show, and then a couple of weeks ago was Bricking Bavaria, which was cool. And then the other members of the team did Brick Fair Virginia. We did Parade Decora, and this weekend was actually Bricks in Florence, I think it's called. I don't think we've been to that one before. So somebody from the team is going to that one.
So that's that one's in Italy, is it?
Yeah. Yes.
Ah, okay, that's really cool. I never hear really anyone from Italy talking about Lego too much, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, there's the one in the traditional one that I'd been to before is the one in Lecco, which is a convenient name, which has been pretty cool, and great food out there, of course, which was you could go to a show more or less every week if you wanted to around the world. You've got to pick and choose the right. So spread the love.
I saw you over at Brick Slopes.
Oh yes. That was the first time there. I've been meaning to go for a while, and like a lot of shows, it's on your bucket list, and you finally managed to tick it off. So that was good. That was good to see.
Oh, and I mean, so when it comes to doing the exclusive Lego house set for 2025, when does that come out? Because that's quite early next year, isn't it? So
25 was finished quite a long time ago. It's
okay.
Working on right now. So
I was just thinking, blimey, you've only got like a month or two, and it's got to be out there. It's like, pull your finger out.
I hope the production lines are in full swing for that one. But okay.
All right. When do we get to hear about that one, Stuart? When do we get to hear what that's all about?
In the future.
In the future. Oh, I like it. Oh, I nearly got him then. Good stuff. All right, look forward to that. That always generates a lot of excitement, and people get pretty hyped up about that sort of thing. So they do like it, especially when people go over there as well and they get them signed and stuff like that. It's really, really cool.
And actually, talking of signed boxes, they're on the shelf for a couple of years. Usually, something they vary, and. The set 40503, which was the Downey Holm Master Builder set, which was the one with the little minifigure of Downey Holm.
And the giraffe and stuff like that.
That finally was the last one was sold in October, and I actually picked up the last set in the store. And normally I'm the one signing the boxes, but this time I did something different. I have it here. I actually got all the store staff to sign my box. So it's the last one, all signed by the store staff. So
that's cool.
Special to me, that one. I didn't have to sign it, which is cool.
Very cool indeed. Blimey. That's nice. That's really weird as well. See, like doing something like that and then having it designed and made, and I don't know. It's just a really kind of very, very cool thing as well. I just get curious, actually. Do you guys over there? I know you sell kind of general Lego sets as well. Do they ever sell Bricklink designer sets out there? I know there's always just a limited run with those and stuff like that, but I was just thinking, is there like a little area for that at all, or anything like that?
We haven't done, although the employee store did a trial run of selling them, so we could as employees we could pick them up in the employee store just as a little test trial thing to see how that went. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I remember it was really good. Anything to do with Bricklink just flies out the window, it seems. And these mushroom houses that they had recently, we bought. There we go. There we go. Mushroom house on a slightly wonky shelf. Did you enjoy the build of that one, Carrie?
Loved it.
The shelves are not wonky.
They're not wonky.
Oh, okay.
Camera's a little wonky, but the shelves are not.
The
rest of the house is wonky. It's the only thing that's straight in the entire room.
Yeah.
What's the only straight thing in that room?
The shelf. Everything else is a bit wonky.
Everything else is a bit wonky. Okay. Yeah. So we always do this every week. Ian, you know where we're going. We've got to know, Ian, for this week, what the scores on the floors? Because last week was pretty bad. I think he was like 2 last week.
2 days ago, I think I got -2 on the podcast.
On the podcast, okay.
Yeah.
Well, what do you get on the London Calling?
-5.
No, you said that there was -5.
Oh, -5 is the low.
You gave me -2.
Okay. I will go -3.
What?
-3.
At the start of the stream, it's fine. We started doing
Why is it so bad? Honestly, why is it so bad?
You've got 3 boxes out to do stuff. I'm trying to I'm putting meals I'm trying to make this sturdier for my kids.
Wait, meals on a 4+ set? What's the matter with you?
It's because the kids like to play with these, but they move them around a lot, and they make them so that they are detachable, so that you can take bits out and play with it. But they destroy them when you're just trying to move them. So we thought it would make them a bit sturdier. So now it doesn't fall apart, and they can still play.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
All right. So -3. God. That's pretty bad. At best,
How am I doing it?
but you get on with it. Okay. And what's
Well, people not caring, it would seem.
You have.
yeah, well, -3 is I don't know, man. Self and say I'd have to
Really
wear a
not
hard
bad.
hat going into a room like
There's at
that.
least one space here to put your foot.
Is there?
At least one.
Yeah, but you don't even wear shoes around
the
the
house.
house.
Your foot and then I ran over.
Yeah,
the chair,
he did
so
just. He
I wouldn't recommend
Okay.
using that spot for your foot.
Okay. And what are you two doing tonight anyway? You doing more salting or something?
I'm just trying to get this done, and then I'll
Okay.
tidy
Well,
up.
you're doing that. What's Ian doing? You always got to give Ian the task to do.
I need to do some vacuuming.
Yeah, okay. I've got
Yeah.
that one actually. Funny enough, I haven't got that funny band thing that you've got in it. Is that what is that?
That's,
Is that
so I can
cobweb?
hang it. I've got a hook that he used to hang on. So
What? Okay. Fair enough. Things you learn about people. All right, and I need to know, other than cherry cola, which is what Ian normally drinks, and Ferrero Rocher, what snacks have you guys got tonight?
the snacks are downstairs apparently.
Yeah.
Oh.
But currently we have no snacks.
So you got no snacks. So you're both going to go through this entire stream without having any snacks?
No,
I'll
we'll
go
go
get the snacks in a bit.
Oh, okay. I thought that
Don't
was
panic.
a bit far-fetched.
We'll be fine.
Yeah. I was going to say, you don't starve on the stream, whatever you do, okay?
No.
All right,
Don't
good
starve
stuff. All right, brilliant stuff. So anyway, that's Ian and Carrie. But, Luke, coming back to you for a moment, then, what's the dealio with the trains? Because you went to Steam recently. Was you showing off any trains? Because you was getting into cars last time you came on. So
I'm still enjoying the car stuff. It's been a good break from the trains because you build one theme for so long, eventually you will get fed up of it. It's not a case I'm fed up with the trains. It's just I've got lots of stuff I want to be able to make. My layout again, I need to get on and get that remade. But it's just I'm enjoying building something different. But yes, I was at Steam. I was with the train club. Our train layout was 9 meters by 5 meters.
Oh, that's good.
It was a massive. We're going to be there at Bricktastic in February.
Are
I need to
you?
book my hotel. That's a point. But we are going to be having a layout that's going to be 10 meters by 10 meters. It's going to be absolute madness because
10 meters by 10. That's a big. Where's that going to go? Because I'm trying to think where they.
I don't know. We'll figure out when we get there. But the one that we had last, technically this year, was about like 9 months ago now.
Yeah.
That was a 5 meter by 5 meter layout. So as to what is actually going to be put onto this new one, I really don't know because loads of members, myself included, are going to have modules made to be able to build this up. It's going to be, again, it's going to be madness. That's all I can really describe it as because we've got all these modules that will link together and make it work. But when you see the ultimate size of this massive square loop, it's going to be amazing. Simply put, it's going to be amazing. I cannot wait for it.
Yeah, that is. I might even, guys. I might even come along, put my cheeky train on there as well, see if anyone notices it.
You can actually get away with doing that because they're going to have 4 trains. Because again, it's 10 meters. You can have one train, like 4 trains on the outside loop, and they're all kind of going at the same speed. You could just chuck a little train on a wagon just in between 2 other ones and just wait and see how long it takes. So, hang on, whose is that one?
Yeah, I'll just
throw
throw a minifigure on the crossing or something like that, guys. They love a train crash. I never really got that, but anyway, they do. They love it. They really do.
Oh, our crashes! Oh my god, we have a crash counter with our layouts because every 10 minutes, every half hour, there is a crash or breakdown of some kind, and the counter is always double digits by the end of each day. It's ridiculous.
Oh. Well, that's good. I can't wait. I love the trains. I'll have to give you an interview there, Luke, or something like that. I'm really getting into the train stuff. I really am. I bought a book the other day, guys. It's unbelievable. It's got pictures in it and everything. It's great. But yeah, what about you, Stuart? Now, Stuart, if I remember rightly, you love Fabuland. You're a big Fabuland fan, which is quite retro. It was quite retro, albeit it's kind of like Animal Crossing, kind of take one. But was you ever into trains at all as a kid or an adult growing up?
I was, yeah. I mean, I had my Hornby trains up in my parents' loft, and I would spend hours up in there building layouts and all the landscaping and stuff. I loved all this kind of model making side of it, and it was a passion.
Yeah, I love it. I really did. When I was growing up, my dad gave me an 8x4 foot board, and it was carpet. It's green carpet on it. It was, and when I used to go see him at the weekends, we just sort of lay it down flat, and I'd sit there for hours just building track layouts and seeing how many switches I could fit in and all the illegal.
I think my parents had a lot of trust in me because the loft, the attic wasn't boarded, so I had to walk on the beams to get to the.
I always thought when I saw you walking around Bricktastic, I thought he's got twinkle toes. He has. He should have been a footballer.
Developed that with walking around the loft on.
Honestly, folks, he's like a young Ray Wilkins. He really is. Love it. That's really cool, Stuart. I love all that. But yeah, God, Hornby. I used to love that. I did. And I've got here's the thing. Feed this back, please, to people at Lego. My favourite steam train ever that I had as a kid, and I saw in real life as well, was called the Mallard, and it's the blue steam train. So I think it's like the fastest steam train ever. Oh my God, we should have that in Lego. There is. Gaz, since the moment Gaz has known me, Gaz, I've been banging that drum, haven't I, mate, for that one?
Yeah. There was one on Ideas at one point, wasn't there? I don't know if it's.
There's been a few on Ideas. I feel like the Hogwarts, well, not Hogwarts, the Polar Express, Mallard, and there was another one that the name escapes me. But there's always those three trains in particular.
Big Boy. There's always Big Boy.
Big Boy, yeah. There's always a Big Boy that's always on Ideas, and they always come second fiddle to other projects.
Yeah, it is a thing. But we didn't do bad though. Last year it was this time last year. I think it came out. It was the Orient Express.
The Orient Express, yeah.
This is lovely.
Great set.
I got that to build. Ollie signed that for me at Leicester Square. Oh, there was so much food that night as well. Honestly, Harry, obscene amounts. Like literally, I was stuffing my Lego bags with crisps and all sorts of things.
Was it savoury or sweet?
Oh, there was so much savoury. Honestly, it was. What's it's coming at me ear rolls that night.
What's posh stuff like
dips. They're canapes. Yeah. I'm not that posh. You know that.
They have cheese and pineapple chunks on a stick because that's super posh.
That is classy in my opinion.
Yeah,
is that classy? Is that classy as classy? Southampton. But it's the sweet. It's the sweet and savoury thing. Can you do that? All right, Carrie. Can you do both at the same time?
Yeah, if it's free food, I'm going to eat it. It's fine.
God, honestly,
I have a problem with sweet and savoury because I remember it was roughly about a year ago as well, where there was an incident at work where we kind of lost power. So me and my boss went into a Starbucks or just one of the local coffee places, she bought us a pastry which had chocolate chips in it. And it was savoury and sweet at the same time. My tongue didn't know what to do, so I just spat it out. I hated it.
Oh, really?
I wanted to enjoy both flavors, but I couldn't do it.
That's Bristol for you.
Yeah, fair enough.
What can we say? Yeah, here's the thing, though, isn't it? I don't know. I always like doing. I don't know. When I eat food, I like to sort of segment it a little bit. I don't know. I don't mind mixing it up and segment it. Gaz, are you like that? Do you segment your food when you eat it, or do you eat? Because, like my wife, for example, when she eats, right? When she eats like I don't know. Say we're having a Sunday roast or something like that. She'll have the chicken first, and then she'll eat the potatoes, and then she'll eat the vegetables. And it's and I always struck me as a bit weird because I kind of mix it all together. Carrie, how do you approach eating I don't know a breakfast or a roast dinner or something like that?
Yeah, I'm not really a mixer. I like to eat.
You're weird.
It's not weird.
It is weird.
It's not weird.
Depends what it is as well, isn't it? It's like some food you're like, oh yeah, I don't mind pushing it all together. And other times it's like,
some things go together.
Save that till last. That's the favourite bit.
If the food doesn't go together, it's not a meal.
Yeah, I agree.
Kind of,
No, I like the food all like on the same plate. I just don't want to put it in my mouth at the same time. That's me. I like to take an individual thing. Sometimes I'll mix it. Like I do a mixture of things.
There you go. Mayo again. It's such an Australian thing. He steals food from work.
I don't think you can steal free food, surely. That's the point.
Yeah, not from work. Technically, I don't know. I do what Gemma does. This sad escape. I don't know. It can be a bit of a weird thing. Meredith, when you're eating food, do you mix it all together, or do you just kind of eat bit parts at one time?
It's got to be cuisine specific, like curries with rice and beans, stuff like that. That gets mixed up. But like if you're having, it's really gotta. It's. I'd have to say probably the majority of the time I do. I don't know. Now that I think about it, I do mix. I'm a mixer, I suppose.
I am a mix as well. Because I tell you what, when my wife has spaghetti bolognese or something like that, that's like a real, like, right, I'm going in. She's like that. She's like, because you just got to mix it all together. I don't know. What about you, Stuart? This is a bit of a question I never thought I was going to ask the panel tonight. Let's just go with it.
I didn't plan for that one. I mean, like, if you're going to eat like a wrap, you can't eat that separately. I mean, it's like, you're going to pick out.
Yeah, wrap.
But, yeah.
He said wrapped.
I thought that as well. I was thinking, is that a delicacy in Denmark?
I think I eat so quickly it all gets mixed anyway because it's just it's wolfed down. So.
I love it. A man after my own heart. It really is. I'm just going to get rid of something. I was going to tee it up and we have a look at some new Lego sets, but I've just got an image of a Lego mallard that Luke's put in the thing. So we'll take a look at that. Gaz, are you, like, when it comes to eating or anything like that, are you actually, Gaz, you're not vegan, are you, or vegetarian? Because I know you took Carrie last week to a vegan place.
Oh, well, I didn't take a tech to us because I have no idea where anything is. I don't mind. I'll eat most things as long as it's not a banana.
Yeah, I was going to say banana is the only thing I think.
You don't eat bananas, guys. Why don't you eat bananas? I love a banana.
Don't like the taste. They actually don't like the taste, and it's always as well. If you go to a place where they give you like a milkshake, you ask for a chocolate one and you get it, and it's always got a taste of banana because that's the one they've used before and they didn't clean the nozzle. And it's like, no, I didn't.
Guys in his clean nozzles. What's he like? It's bizarre, isn't he? Anyway, let's have a look at this mallard, shall we? Oh, let's do this new layout as well. Oh, look at that. That's good, isn't it? Now, Carrie, Ian, you two have got to really bunch up now with these ones. Look at this. So, Luke, what are we looking at here, Luke? The fastest of them all.
It was. I just thought I might as well get this out of the way because you were talking about mallard and we were talking about how they always go to Lego Ideas. But yeah, there's one of my Lego Train club mates. His name is Will. He owns a website called Block Junction, and it's instructions for Lego trains and wagons. And one of the models that was added, I think over a year ago, August last year, was of that very locomotive. So whilst it's something we may never see as a set, at least from Lego themselves, I just thought it'd be a good thing to throw in there because this is something that has been requested for it. I mean, I've made this particular locomotive before, and I don't know, there was a side of me I thought it was such a difficult shape to capture. But at the same time, having experienced, making so many models, it's not really that difficult, but that's coming from someone who's obviously more experienced in that field.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is just something I thought I'd throw out there. This is just the instructions. There's so many people who message him and say, do you get the bricks as well for only 20 quid? No, it's the instructions. Really? Come on, people.
Blimey.
But yeah, all of that for 20 quid with the bricks as well would be bargain of the century. It really would be.
Yeah, it would be. It'd be better than a game. It'd be better than a game discount. That would be. That's crazy. 8 wide, A4 specific, LNER livery, brick on brick. Yeah, beautiful. I'm going to have to look at that. I've been wanting one of those. I need to get a track and ballast it up first and do that first.
Yeah, get the layout sorted first. The only thing I need to keep in mind as well is with the majority of the instructions on the Block Junction website, it uses 3D printed hobby style wheels and drive rods. So you have to fork out a little bit more for it. But the thing is, it's so worth it. It really
is. It's for the red wheels, though, isn't it? I was going to ask you where the red wheels come from. But yeah, I know a few people that are getting into that 3D printing at the moment. Artiago certainly is as well. But anyway, good stuff. I'm glad we saw that. And look, we're just down here now like this. It looks bizarre, doesn't it? Anyway, let's make us all a bit bigger. Everyone breathe in. There we go. That's how much better. It really is. Okay, cool. So we'll look at some new sets in a minute. So guys, tell us what you've been up to this week, because you didn't stream this week. You couldn't be bothered or something or other. So what's going on?
No, I was a bit under the weather on Wednesday, but I still have got loads and loads of bricks in. So I've got like all these to go through for Big Mock. I've got a couple of boxes down there. I actually had one from Germany, which got it quicker than the ones from the UK, which is quite funny.
Really?
So yeah. That was actually the store that Meredith recommended as well. So
was it?
super
Burkina is
really good, isn't she?
It's like you hit submit, and then like 2 minutes later, they're like, "Your order is packed. Here's your tracking numbers."
Yeah, it's
ordered 100 lots. How did you pack all of that?
Yeah, it's crazy,
Wow.
and it's like
staff.
Oh yeah, which is really efficient as well. So, but yeah, it's really cool. I'll go
Okay, so I love giving out a good shout out to someone who in the brickling world that's doing a great job. So tell us a little bit about her, Meredith, and the name of the store.
I don't think it's a her. It's a store in Germany called Brickina.
Okay.
I think some AFOLs. I've never met the owner. Simon Liu has met the owner. He's friends with him, but it's just this giant store where like they'll go out and they buy new sets, and they part them out, and they start all of the lots at the product average from Bricklink, and every 3 weeks they lower the lot cost by 15%. So sometimes the lots get down to like 60% off, 75% off. I mean, there's stuff I've bought for like pennies. Like I'm trying to think. Yeah. I have a piece around me that I'd bought. Like there's just some wacky stuff. Like like the Sonic the Hedgehog clear. Hold on, I think I have one of them. The clear bubbles that he spins in.
Oh yeah,
those for like 10 cents. I mean, because they keep lowering the price. And again, once it's gone, it's gone. Once those lots are gone, they're gone, and they go out and they buy, whatever sets are new. But I don't know how they do it, but it's German efficiency at its finest.
Yeah, yeah, it really is.
I'll be in the US, and I put an order in, and like literally that night I get an email saying it's shipped already. And these are huge lots. They're fantastic, and I've never had a problem. Like I think once like we messaged them for something, and they're AFOLs. They're phenomenal. So
wow, I'm gonna check them
really
out.
Great.
Check them out.
Yeah, and again, it's all new parts, and again, once it's gone, it's gone. So
yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's efficiency. That's why they get good prices and just get it out the door. Guys, what was the postage like from Germany? Was it okay? Because it's not that far geographically.
Yeah,
really.
I think it wasn't too bad. I think it was because the amount I got. It was only about I'd say about 15-ish.
15 quid.
Yeah,
That's
they
not bad.
do. I think for the US, they do $14 flat shipping or €14.
How do they do that? That's
I
incredible.
don't know. It's mystery.
That is. They must be bringing it over with I don't know, in chicken buckets or something like that. I don't know. It's weird.
They must have a good deal with DHL because they'll ship at DHL. It gets here in usually about a week. So German efficiency.
There we go, German efficiency.
Yeah.
Not that they like to remind us how efficient they are. Just saying. But anyway, good to have you out there, Lady McBrick. Hope all is good with you now. Don't forget, everybody, do me a little favour. Everybody who's out there, check out the survey. Give the stream a thumbs up if you don't mind. It kind of helps us with the algorithm, helps us grow. 250 in now, so you kind of know what the score is in that regard. And all of us that's in the panel tonight, excluding me really, because you know all about me. I got Minifig Who Gaz, got the Brick Pods as well. I got Meredith, aka Pink Wheels, of course Stuart Harris as well from the Lego House, and of course Luke Trine. All their details you will find down in the description below. Should we have a look at some more Lego? This being some new stuff that dropped this week. I'm really excited about this one because I was just thinking, how can I make my name out of this? Well, I can make the E out of my name, and that's about it so far. But anyway, let's take a look at this. So down we come. There we go. This is a new view I'm trying as well, folks. I've kind of literally made it up about 5 minutes before the stream started. Let's take a look at this. Love is in the air. I'm not quite sure when this comes out, actually. When does it come out? It says pre-ordering this item date will ship 1st of January. Okay, this is in readiness of Valentine's Day 2024. Let's have a look at the video, shall we? And see what happens, Gaz. There we go. Is love in the air? That's the question. Here we go. So... I don't know. Do you know what? Before I run the video, I want a first impression. Who's the most lovey-dovey person we know here? Probably Carrie, actually. There she goes. She even looked up. Carrie, what's your first impressions of this first? And I want to know what you lot out there think as well. So, Carrie, what's your first impression of this?
It's a very nice dust collector, and it's not exciting to me. I do love Ian and everything, but I don't need to write love in my house for that to be felt.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't care for the art piece either. So
if it's not your thing, if that's the thing, because art's a very
it's cleverly done. Like
yeah,
but
I think it's really nicely done. Yeah,
it would probably be quite easy to dust because it's got a lot of flat surfaces.
well, I mean, all you got to say is, Ian, can you dust that, please? And that's it. It's done, isn't it?
Yeah,
Depends where it goes.
Yeah, if it goes on these shelves, then I have to dust it. If it goes on those shelves, then I have to dust it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that O will naturally look at that angle if it goes on those shelves, won't it?
Yeah. Yeah. We can pass in this one, and I'll be okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what about you, Meredith? Any thoughts on this? Because I'm a bit of an art fan. And I really like it. I think it's an interesting font as well. But this isn't to everybody's thing. You know, it's what do you think about it?
It looks like a snot master class on that O to get those correct angles. I'm pretty interested in that. I have the Starry Night set, which has to be one of my favorite sets that had come out in the last probably 2 years. I mean, I love putting it together. It's in my living room. It's one of one of the acceptable Lego sets to go in my adult part of my house.
Yeah.
This just doesn't, I mean, I don't know, not really big on that art piece as much as I do love modern art, but not for me.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
But I'm very intrigued. I liked how they did, as I said, if you zoom in on that O, like they used a couple of those new wedge plates and they somehow wedged in some curved slopes to get that beautiful, I mean, from a standpoint, I mean, whoever designed this did a fantastic job because it doesn't look like they had new pieces for it. So definitely props to that. And I think people will have a snot. It looks like it's a snot masterpiece or snot masterclass. So definitely some good techniques in there.
That's what I mean. I mean, even if you're not really into it, you might like it simply because of the build. I mean, that's a ball joint holding that in.
Yep.
Let me see if I can go that back.
Ball joints are awesome.
Yeah.
Look at how they use those wedge plates to position. If you go back just a few seconds.
I know. I can't.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. There we go.
Yeah. See that? That's chef's kiss with the curved slopes and then being held at the right angle with the wedge plates.
It is lovely, isn't it?
Nice.
Like it just goes. It's perfect. It really is. Now, Stuart, you're a bit of a master builder on the quiet. What's your thoughts on this? I mean,
I really like it. I saw it a few weeks ago. We have an internal showroom with all the future sets, and did a tour around there a while back, and I saw it on display, and it did really catch my eye, and it was beautifully constructed. So I'm pretty impressed with it, to be honest. So I think it's pretty cool. I think it's a cool execution.
And it's a good size as well. You know what I mean? I mean, unless that guy's got peculiarly small hands, that is a decent size set. It really is. It's true. Matt, what's Matt saying? Well, there we go. The problem of putting us down here is that these are going to cover us up. It would make for a nice display around Valentine's Day with the roses, but it's not really me personally. I think it looked really good behind people on like a live stream or something like that. I think that's what I'm always saying. If I think, it's not really my sort of thing, but would it look good behind me as a display piece or somewhere back at the house to reiterate my love for my wife and for Lego, of course. This would be it. Do you know? I'm just throwing this one out there, folks. Tell me what you think. I'd buy a Lego version of this. I think it would look great. But yeah, Luke, you're young. You get all loved up from time to time. Even though this might not necessarily be your thing, I'm presuming it might not be, but I don't know. Can you appreciate it anyway for the build techniques and so what?
I mean, I'd appreciate it for the build techniques, yeah, but I remember when this first got leaked and well, maybe not leaks, but when we discovered it for the first time a few weeks ago, myself and some club mates were basically laughing at it, saying the person who has this sort of thing in their house would be someone who has live, laugh, love on their wall somewhere. Yeah. So then we went on to jokingly say, so we got love, live, and laugh are going to become their own sets, and they're going to be released a few months later.
Yeah. It could do. Have Lego. You could have Lego. If they brought out a couple more Legos. What happens when you put the word letter and Legos together?
Yeah.
Letos. Leto. I've just made a new theme name. Letos. There we go. If you can use Lego, we can use Letos.
It's not the name of the shop, Leto. Or is it Netto?
I think that might be Netto. Not for you don't get them in London, guys. That must be a Bristol thing. Anyway, there we go. They put these lovely roses behind there. I don't know. I just think it looks really nice in the nice setting. What are they saying out there? Lady McBrick must surely like this. She says, "One brick star OBS. Hello, Chris. Yeah, very happy to see my favourite Lego brand. I want to know, Lady McBrick, what do you think about this? Chris, what do you think about this as well? It's not Harry Potter, but you love Harry Potter. So I'm just saying.
I tell you what, this set I think would go really well with the Yellow Submarine, the actual idea set.
Yeah, got that, guys. I've got that.
I don't know if you're familiar with the cartoon, the Yellow Submarine. They go to Pepperland and it's covered in these big, massive words like this. So you have love and you've got no and okay and all sorts of these things just dotted around the place. So this would be the perfect accompaniment to that. Absolutely perfect. So, I mean, if they brought out more, I'd just be over the moon as well because it would just look excellent. You could just do your own Pepperland, and I used to love watching that film as well all the time growing up. So
really,
definitely good film.
Oh, okay. Guys, are you seriously thinking about buying this set then, guys?
I would buy it to go with that, just for the association of when I was younger, watching the film. Is like me and my sister and dad and mum used to watch it a lot. Not so much mum, but it's a very strange cartoon, but it's very good.
Yeah, well, it was quite psychedelic as well, wasn't it? It was...
Oh yeah, it's absolutely bonkers, but it's great.
Yeah, it was. It reminded me of when I was growing up. Stuart, you like watching cartoons. I think we're a fairly similar age, you and I. I think we are anyway. And
I take that as a compliment.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, we'll find out later. But yeah, we when I was a kid, I grew up watching Jamie and the Magic Torch. Do you remember that? Jamie and the Man. That was bizarre as well. That was a weird thing. I tell you what, guys, that had like submarines in it that just went through the ground and all sorts of things. And
is it Wordsworth,
some sort of Wordsworth the dog. Wordsworth. And then there was the other one as well, the Roly Rollers or something or other, where they had a witch that lived in a black kettle.
No, it was Chorlton and the Wheelies.
Oh, man,
that's what you're thinking of.
What were people doing back in the 70s to come up with stuff like that? I mean, it's like, it was bizarre. It was bonkers. Good animation, though. And I'm very happy to see one of my favourite Lego sisters, Lady McBrick. There's loads of love out there between. There's mutual love out there between those two. Literally, you should buy one of these for each other. Just saying. Baboo is out there saying evening all. I don't know if that's how you really sound when you say that, Baboo. I'm slightly presuming. It's good to have Matt Malish out there as well. Good to see you, Matt. And of course, we got Island AFOL out there too. Everybody, do me a little favour. Give the stream a thumbs up. You know what it's like. If you're Darth Vader, you choke that like button. You know you want to. Right. Okay. So this is love. Any other pictures? I mean, she seems to like it, which is nice. Beautiful, perfect backing. Nice that they're not down in the nuclear bunker, Stuart, on that one. I'm liking that. That's always good. It's a really nice. I love the colours. The colour choices are perfect, guys. Of course, the artwork is probably reflective of that. As well.
Yeah.
But yeah, nice work. I just think it just looks nice. To me, this is a Lego set that's a nice to have. Not necessarily one I'd be thinking, oh yeah, I must get that. Unless, of course, in a design museum in London, this would look great in there. So I might even suggest that to them, actually. So let's have a look on the 360, because this is really where you kind of see it coming together. The tiles look great. Yeah, you got nice in the background as well.
Brackets as well, is it?
Yeah, seeing that.
Okay.
Yeah, looks right, doesn't it? It uses very sort of standard-y sort of parts, I'm thinking. But yeah, nice build. Nice. It's one of those ones that once you've built it, folks, it's going to look so good. It really would. So I'm intrigued to get this one. I've got to be honest. I really am. Anyway, so that is the love. That is what is it actually called? It was just called Love. That's the thing. There we go. And it was the name of the artist. It was what was the name of the artist? Robert Indiana. Indiana. There he is. Yep, Robert Indiana. Which wasn't his first name. I think his first name was Robert Clark, but apparently in the art world, it's a bit too normal, a bit too generic. So he called himself Indiana, not based on Indiana Jones, but just happens to be where he came from. So there we go. Pretty cool. The Art of Love. Yeah, Lego Art of Love, or Art Love. Art being the theme. Very, very cool. Very, very cool indeed. Right. Okay. There's the Mona Lisa. Enough said about that already. Let's have a look at some new stuff that's coming. Now, interestingly, you won't find under coming soon love. Intriguingly, that is because it's a pre-order, which is a thing, Gaz. It really is. We had a look at the Endurance last week. I can't remember, Gaz. Did we have a look at the video for it?
Yeah, because it was the one that it looked like it was in the same fishing shack, wasn't it?
How is it? We didn't see this though, Gaz. This is new. Look at this.
Ooh.
It's a nice little animation that they've done. We always love a good Lego animation. We really do.
Yeah. Can I sound like an ignorant person for a second?
Yeah, go for it.
Was this the ship that went up into like Canada and they were trying to find the Northwest Passage and they all disappeared?
Possibly. So Shackleton was trying to get down to the South Pole, I think it was.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, that's a different one then.
Yeah, that's a different ship. Don't worry. I've got to ask though. I've got Stuart. What's this thing that Lego have got with coming up with famous ships that have sunk? Is this a thing? Because you've got the Titanic and you've got this.
I guess so. I don't know. I guess even the Black Sea's Barracuda was shipwrecked, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
All the famous ships sunk.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think it's a particularly. That's the reason they're doing them. But
the ships are famous because they sunk. So they wouldn't be famous ships if they hadn't sunk.
I guess so, but I mean, that does. But isn't there more ways to be famous than just sink? I mean,
No,
it's like an artist. They normally become more famous when they die. But it's like, come on, give us a bit of glory before we go, sort of thing. But yeah, I saw this set this week, folks, at Leicester Square, and it's beautiful. It really is. If it was minifig scale, it would be out of this world. It'd be so much bigger as well, probably about 2 meters. But Gaz, honestly, it's really nice. Like, I've got to be honest, I think I'd be intrigued to buy the sales. So if the sales do become available to purchase, I think it's worth getting them, because then you've got a set of sales for some sort of pirate ship or imperial ship, which is what I want to do, because I didn't even know it. So
yeah,
Gaz knows this more than anyone, Luke, about me. I didn't know I liked pirates because I didn't realise I love imperial soldiers. I really do. I didn't realise that was part of the pirates thing. So this is kind of something that was a bit of an epiphany for me, probably about a year ago when I discovered that. And I didn't realise until recently that there was actually an imperial ship that came out. I forget exactly what it was called now.
I think it is just called Imperial Gunship.
I think it is. It says something like that. Imperial ship. Yeah, it's something like that.
Flagship,
flagship.
Imperial
yeah,
Star Destroyer. No, not that one.
Yeah, like that, isn't it? Yeah, it's like a big wedge without any sails. That one.
We actually re-bricked that from our just from bulk. And we bought aftermarket sales because the actual sales were just too expensive.
Oh, here we go.
The Imperial Flagship. That's
There you go.
yeah.
Imperial Flagship.
Oh, that's nice. That's a good name as well, isn't it? I mean, he's what he says, isn't it? I like that. The yellow submarine also sank. I bet it does. We've got Lego Team B out there giving out some love to Nicole. Yeah, but this was... I saw this, guys, and I was just like, wow, this is a good set. This is a sort of set up by my old man or something like that. It is. But it is nice. Strangely enough, I didn't realise it at the time, but there was a guy standing on the other side of me when I was filming it, and he was wearing like a real proper sailor's kind of outfit. It was like a real big, thick, woolly jumper. And I was like, the guy could have been the designer for it. I didn't realise. I should have asked him. Maybe, I don't know. But, I will say it's not quite my thing, but it is really is a lovely thing. And out of the two, I'd have this over the Titanic any day, just because I'd have somewhere to put it, a shelf to put it.
Can I say something blasphemous?
You say what you like, Meredith. You're a guest.
I would take this. I would take this over the sail barge.
You would take this over the sail barge?
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
The
I
sail
think it's a
barge.
lot cooler model.
Oh yeah,
More
well,
interesting.
It's got more colours.
Yeah. I don't know the sail barge. So hold on, what was the sail barge then? Tell me.
Jabba's sail barge.
Jabbers.
Oh, Jabba's sail barge.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at Jabba's sail barge. Anyway. Yeah, there we go. I mean, it's just brown, isn't it?
Just look at it. It's just brown.
Oh my God, it's 400 quid.
Yeah.
I forgot how expensive it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it is big. I mean, it's 4,000 pieces. You've got a big lump of.
I think lengthwise they're about the same. I mean, obviously not widthwise.
Didn't this sort of sink in the film as well? Just throwing it
It
out
did
there.
explode.
They'll
Oh,
sink,
yeah,
don't they?
it's similar, isn't it? It's
We just discovered what Lego, the prerequisites of Lego doing any form of ship. It's got to sink or it's got to be eaten. Somehow.
blown up like the Razor Crest.
Hold on. There's another one to prove the fact. That's sank as well. There we go. God,
Half eaten as well.
Oh, let's have a look at the video of this, guys. I don't think we've looked at this video yet. Hold on. What's going on here? Let's see what goes on here. Sorry, slight tangent. Now we're going to look at it. This is arguably one of the best Lego sets of the year anyway.
Great minifigures in this. Absolutely.
It is.
Wonderful.
Oh, don't get Ian going about the shark, though.
Am I right in remembering that there's like another section of that shark, so you can build the shark up fully?
Yeah, you can have a whole shot.
Thought so, yeah.
There we go. There we go. We need a bigger ship. Which is we need a bigger boat.
Bigger boat.
Yeah, we need a bigger boat. If it was in the ship, they would have been all right.
Spot on.
It's just so good, isn't it? It's so good. I would have liked them to have done the cigarette sticking out his mouth, but I don't think they would have quite gone that far. That was a bit too. Stuart's going, no. There we go. A sign of the times, though, was the thing. That's what everyone did in the 70s.
It was the 80s.
Oh, it was the 80s. Was it? No. Was it 80s? I thought it was 70s.
It was the early 80s, I think.
Oh, it must have been 81. There we go. Yeah, it's good. It's quite long as well. There you go. Very cool. Liking that. Anyway, as far as what was it?
1975.
75.
Oh, right, there you go. You know, I was 1 year old when that movie came out. There we go.
Gosh.
And right, we'll go. Should we go? There's some good ships out there from Lego, folks. They really are. They are there. I still say
50 years old then. Is the film 50 years old?
Yeah, it's 50 years old, guys.
Flipping heck. Okay.
Well, next year, yeah.
Well, next year it's 50 years old. But they would have filmed it by now, wouldn't they? There's that way of looking at it, I suppose. Let me think. See that one was going to look at pirate. If I put pirate in, I wonder what will come up. Pirate ship. Is the 3-in-1 pirate ship still going? Yeah. Oh, it is as well. Look at that. This is only going to last about a year. I built it. It's bloody excellent. It is.
It's a pirate ship, of course it is.
See, those brick built sails, I appreciate a hell of a lot more. I mean, I know a lot of people love the fabric sails, but using plates and other shaped pieces to actually make a brick built sail, I think it's just way better.
I'm with you, Luke. I much prefer it as well. But a lot of people were like, "What do you mean you prefer that? You can't be a Pirates fan." There we go. This is a proper animation about it. There we go. Isn't it Jaws early concept? Oh, that's good, isn't it? There we go. Oh yeah, of course. You've got the alternatives to it as well. There's that map as well. I think you had a story behind that map once, Stuart, didn't you? There's actually a map of Denmark, isn't it?
It's on the minifigure tribute set, the pirate Captain Redbeard.
Which, by the way, since the last time you came on, I've got 2 copies of that. I've got one.
Have you built them?
I haven't built them yet. I haven't built them. I've got close. I've got close to the fact that I've built this one. This is such a good set. This is a brilliant set, Stuart. It really is. I can't wait to do the pirate one.
Yeah. But the pirate has the Easter egg because, yes, the map is the map of Denmark, and the X is where Billund is. And then you'll see the 2 dotted lines, and that's because Marcus, my co-designer on it, he came from Germany. So you see his dotted line to the treasure of Billund from Germany, and I sailed across and came across to the port of Esbjerg on the west coast, and my little red dotted line goes to Denmark to Billund from there. So it's a little got a little personality in there.
Awesome story. Let's go all the brick built stuff. I think I'd run if that was coming at me as well. I never did the alt builds on this, guys. I would definitely buy another one of these though before it retires. There we go. No, there it is. There, that is it. Dun, dun, dun. Go back. It's going to let me go back.
Oh,
there we go. Oh, we get this teasing me. And there we go. How cool is that? There's stories behind all these. It's brilliant. There we go. I think that's meant to be a monkey. There we go. But yeah, very, very cool. A very cool 3-in-1 set that wasn't... I don't think it was going to be around for too long, and ended up hanging around for ages. But and rightly so. It's a really, really good ship. And it's one that technically... Well, I don't know. Does it sink in this? It kind of... Did it kind of sink? It kind of deconstructed itself, wasn't it? Anyway, enough about ships. I'm going to start getting hassled in the private chat from the director of operations tonight. Let's go over to the shop then, and let's see what's coming soon, shall we? Now, we looked at Monkey Kid last week. We've got Cataclaws over there as well. That's a new thing. Gift the superpower of play. That's going to be a thing that we're going to be talking a lot more about in the build up to Christmas, folks. Certainly going to do a London calling where we're all building hearts. Let's have a look at some flowers. We'll look at that one in a moment, the flower arrangement. This is now I know for a fact that Ian really likes flowers, and I used to think, well, I don't see the appeal, but I do now. Now let's look at this one. This one I think is the weakest one out of all of them.
Oh, I like this one.
Yeah, I'm not keen on this one.
I think it's simple and it looks like bamboo. Like,
Yeah.
the pot's quite nice too.
Okay, so I can guys like yes.
I like it. If you zoom in, you can see that they took the inverted 2x2 round tile and then did the regular 2x2 round tile underneath it. So they're like little pebbles, which is what you have in the bamboo.
Oh yes,
I love that detail. That's why I love the set.
I thought they were grey Smarties. I've got to be honest. Oh, they do look like Smarties. All of a sudden, I want a packet of Smarties. Do you remember, guys? You used to take the top off it and try and guess what the letter was going to be. Never got it right. Never got it right. Never. This looks nice. Why do you like it so much? It's unlike you to like simple things, Carrie. I know you love eating bits.
Simple things.
Oh, Carrie!
It's simple, but so well done.
Yeah, it looks like what it's meant to look like. Right. You can't go wrong with something that looks correct. I don't know.
I love it. It looks correct. I don't know. Recently speaking, Stuart, in the Lego house, there was an area in which you could build plants and stuff like that. What was did that get a good reception? Did people enjoy that? Because
yeah, we did it as a sort of trial test thing where it was a sort of enhanced pick-a-brick kind of thing. So we had a curated set of elements where you could go and basically it was a buy and build. So you could go and build flowers, and then you could actually buy them to take home with you from that big thing. And now it's been converted to buy and build Christmas ornaments.
Oh wow! Well, that's really cool.
I really like that.
So you do it by seasons. I like the fact you do it by seasons as well. I think that's a nice thing to do.
I think it was Brick Fair 2018. One of the lugs spent all of their bulk lug on buying parts to make flowers and trees, and they had a plain green landscape, and you could go in, and they wanted everyone to build the garden for them. And I really like that. I like when you have stuff like that. That sounded so cool to have that ability to go in and make something like that.
Yeah. I quite like this. I can definitely see the appeal. I still think one of the best ones they ever did was the very first one with the pink frogs.
I like the way they also like tied in all the pots together. That gold band around it. That really makes that like a feature.
I really like the vases. I'd take the plants out and put like a really special minifigure in the middle of it or something like that. You know, or it's like a posh habitat.
Hoping it will grow into a full size one.
Oh, that'd be well, I tell you what, you could do that with the old pirate one, the old Redbeard. There Okay, see. Yeah, I like it. I got to be honest. Middle-aged of me, this is, but I quite like the wood effect that's on this as well. Again, nice studio. There's no bunker. You'd actually get light on it.
They could have always used some stage light to make it look like a real light, a real window.
Well, I guess so. I guess so. You know, I guess so. I'm intrigued to know what that is that he's put in there. It's like a special part or something there, guys.
Isn't it a lucky coin? Because it's a lucky bamboo. That looks like a Chinese coin.
Yeah, that's it. I
Good
like that.
And I love all the bright green. You don't get a lot of parts in bright green.
No. Yeah, it's nice. I like it. I think it might be finished at the top of that coin as well. I could be wrong there. There'll be printed parts, that's for sure. Those are. Oh no, that is. But yeah, I like the parts. What do you boys and girls out there think about this? Coaster Bricks is saying she likes the mini orchid. And he said mini orchard then. The Meg is daft, but fun, Andrew. It's about a massive shark. Oh yeah, I've got to see that actually, the Meg. That is one of those movies I do need to see. Matt's saying as well, maybe the new Death Star will be next, considering its destruction. Oh yeah, there we go. See, it always happens, doesn't it? All right, let's have a look at some more of these images of this then. I think we've kind of more or less seen it all. Oh, that is a print on top of that.
That's quite. That actually looks like it's indented, doesn't it? That's quite.
That is what bamboo looks like as well. So you know, again, it looks like it's what it's meant to.
Very good. Carrie agrees that is the way to do it. So okay, very good.
Doesn't overtake the garden as well. So it's really good.
This is good. Yeah. Do you like gardening? Do you like gardening, Carrie? Are you a keen gardener?
Sometimes. Depends if things are growing or not. If things don't grow, or if things are not growing that shouldn't be growing, like weeds.
Oh, okay.
I find it interesting, but I don't do it often enough.
Okay, all right. Now, I thought to myself earlier on that this looks like a very pretty pink flower bouquet. And it turns out that's what they've named it. So I thought that was appropriate. Let's have a look. See, we've got Stuart, they're putting a lot of the old Lego budget into these videos for these ones. That's for sure. Yeah, let's have a look at this. All right, there we go. Nicely arranged. Look at that. That's nice. That is, what's that? Some strange scissors contraption on right there.
They're like pruning shears.
Yeah, I think they are. They are pruning shears, aren't they? Like old-fashioned ones.
Or sheep shears. They're very similar.
Are they? Succateurs. Did you hear succateurs? Succateurs. What? So it makes it sound like two different things then. Oh, what's going on there? That was clever. Like that. Got any new pieces going on here?
Is that bananas? Is that bananas then as well?
We don't like bananas.
No.
Well, that
pink ones.
the sand green lightsaber or big lightsaber handle is definitely new in that color.
Oh yeah, look at that.
And there's ore pieces as well. That's such good. They do use some really great pieces, don't they, to do these?
Yeah, I love the shields. All the shields in different colors.
Oh yeah,
Let's have a look at the images.
Oh yeah, the shield.
I don't recognise some of these parts in this as well. Some of these look new.
Yeah, I think the new leaf pieces, like
that's a new leaf piece.
Magenta piece.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah. God, I think great colour as well, doesn't it?
Is that true?
Is it a flower in sand green then?
Currently, Lego's best-selling themes are currently.
Actually, those white pieces on the back, I think they look. I don't recognise those. You know, there's a stalk right at the back.
Yeah.
I didn't recognise the white pieces that look a bit like chef's hats, but they're kind of open at the wrong end. If that makes sense.
Yeah, you got a white frog in there as well.
Oh, it's always a frog.
Yeah, they're nice. Luke, flowers. Are you, I don't know. Are you into flowers at all? Is that a thing?
Not really. I've never really been a gardening person. I've never really been a botanical fan. I definitely appreciate the botanicals theme. It's definitely gotten stronger as time's gone on. But it's never something that really caught me. Never caught my attention, so to say.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I wasn't expecting you to kind of love them too much. It's not really it's the sort of thing you could grow into as you kind of get older and you appreciate it. But what you always get out of botanicals is parts, of very good parts. Let's have a look at this one, because this one's a brilliant one. This is. Gaz is probably thinking they can make a Triffid out of some of these or something like that. Let's have a look. We've got a video. We've got a video in this one as well. But I mean, they're absolutely throwing the money at this one.
Marketing budget.
We probably won't even get a new Ninjago season because of all the money that's gone on this one. Let's have a look at this. Anyway, let's have a look at this. This looks
It's
nice.
the money that Ninjago's making that's going towards these.
Yeah, it probably is actually. But
Got yellow shells in this one. Oh, and yellow umbrellas.
Yellow umbrellas, yeah.
oh my! Look at those. Yeah, I was going to say, good spot on the umbrellas.
They purple butterflies as well.
Yeah, purple butterflies. I really like that.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, the bottom here. Look at that purple butterflies. Can't go wrong with that. But the shell clamps and the umbrellas, they're big parts.
I like the vase with this one as well. It's really nice.
Yeah. What's
Those
that?
crowns in the middle.
It's like a bullet.
Or maybe the minion here in orange.
No, I know the crowns. The mini doll crown.
Yeah, there we go. Or a bit of technique. There's a bit of everything for everyone. There we go.
I mean, I love the colouring in this set. Like the purple, the deep purple with the orange works really well.
It's a nice house as well. I like that living room. It's got a through room. It's huge. Oh, that is nice, isn't it? I mean, that in itself is a work of art, and it's quite big. You get like a proper 360 around it.
Well, look, multiple Lego sets in one bit there.
Nice.
Don't normally do that.
But it's also really interesting because people in the chat have been talking about Botanicals theme, but this is the launch of the Botanicals theme.
Yes.
Previously, they've all been under icons.
Yeah.
Which is weird because it's done really well. So I don't know why they then promoted it as a separate theme. Is there a threshold they have to meet, or? But...
I don't know. Do you know about that, Stuart? I mean, how good does something have to sell before it becomes its own theme? Any thoughts?
I'm not sure that there's a specific hard metric for it, but I mean, it has become a really important theme for the Lego group. It's it's recruiting a lot of would not necessarily been traditional builders into the sort of into the Lego universe, if you like, and so it has become a really important theme, and it's super popular. So I guess it's probably about time to sort of carve out its own kind of umbrella for it. But yeah, I mean, I think that they are really elegant and really beautiful. I mean, my son's never been a great builder, but I did buy him some botanicals to put in his apartment, and he really appreciated them. So it really does appeal across the board. I mean, I can still kill a plastic plant, so I definitely don't.
I love it. Yeah,
and I think also the botanicals sets themselves, wasn't it that kind of it sprang from Lego doing? It was like wellness kind of idea that people could take breaks from their work and just go off and do these things, and that's how the original sets came about, which I think is a really nice thing to see a company doing that kind of thing, and then realizing that you have got all this amazing work coming out of it.
Yeah, it's good. I'm glad they're doing vases with this as well now. Ian, any thoughts on that? Would you rather them just do the plants, or are you glad they're doing the vases as well?
So for us, a lot of them, like we take apart and then we'll use the flowers in the coral reef, or we'll use them as bushes and hedges and stuff in the city. Yeah. So a lot of the cases for us, the vase isn't necessary.
Yeah. And
some of the previous sets, I think too much of the part count has gone into the vase.
You weren't a fan of the tiny plants and the
succulents,
because there was a lot of repetition as well.
But obviously, if you're putting them on display, you want it to be something. So I think like these, they've got the balance a lot better. So you've got, if you want to have it on display, you can. If you don't, you've not spent a huge amount of money on a pot or a vase that you don't want.
Yeah, I think so. I really love these.
Yeah. But when did these come out then? Because I think the dates were kind of a little bit hickety-pickwity.
I think this was January?
No, this one's a February.
Wow.
There are some coming out in January, but some of them are coming out in February as well. So let's have a look at
that pretty pink flower bouquet is a January 1st.
Of course it is. It's just in time for your Valentine's gift.
There we go. See, that's it. They know a little thing about marketing. They do the old Lego. Lucky Bamboo. When's that one coming out? So
that's
January
first as well.
That's all right. I mean, you know what? Put a speeder bike with that, folks, and you've got yourself basically a cheap take on Endor or something like that. You know, just saying. What else we got there? We've got the Lucky Cat as well. It sounds like a gift with purchase. That does for the Lucky Bamboo. Let's have a look at the mini orchid. This is quite nice. This is very delicate. Carrie, you're very delicate. Any thoughts on this one?
Don't know. I'm very delicate. I mean, it's again because it's got the same matching pot. I now have to have it. I really like the big orchid, even.
Orchid, yeah.
Sorry, because it just looks really pretty.
So, are you pointed somewhere? There we go.
Yeah.
Is that up? There we go. Oh, there it is.
There it is. I look with my Stay Puft guy.
The arm only looks like it's about 30 centimeters long. Is it shrunk out this week or something? Oh, there we go.
It can go high.
But
it's really pretty, and you look at it from a distance, you wouldn't tell it's not real.
Yeah.
Like those orchids always look not real to me anyway. Like,
no, they do. I know. I totally agree. They look so. They're so lovely looking. They look unnatural because of it. This is cool. But it's always the parts, the little parts you look into. There was no video for this one. That's it. The budget had run out by this point.
They've got real flowers and Lego flowers.
Yeah, that's it. I never know. I mean, we got three types of plants there. You got the picture, and on the boxes as well.
Very floral.
Does that use the new tulip piece as well?
Yeah, I think at the end.
Yeah, just in the end there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah,
another new colour as well. Then, that's.
Well, I tell you what, right?
I love those shields.
It's a nice colour, isn't it?
Yes, good shout. They are shields, aren't they? A bit of a weird colour, but that is the colour of the plant. But yeah, we'll be able to do like sort of a daffodil field or something like that on a 32 by 32 for the city. That looked good actually outside on the Botanicals, which is such a lovely set. And I totally would buy that this year, folks. I just haven't got I honestly have not got time to build it, at least live anyway, which is a kind of ideally what I would do. But yeah, I think this is, go back over the last few years. Ian has always been into this theme, which was a sub theme until recently, and now I kind of get why he likes it. And guys, what was it?
Also, like reasonably priced as well. They make very good gifts.
Yeah.
I think you're right. I think you're right. Absolutely. What was the first one that came out, Gaz? It was the bonsai tree, wasn't it?
I think.
The original. Yeah, it was the bonsai tree and the flower bouquet were the first two.
I mean, when you think how long this has been around for, this is doing really well, Stuart. This one, because this has been around for years. It really has. It deserves its own video.
It's pretty timeless. But...
Yeah, I like that. Have they ever done one of like the Lego house with the tree that's in the Lego house? Could they do like a miniature version of that?
Well, it was the first kind of themed exclusive sets from the house. Was the Tree of Creativity? Was the first set? It was the first set that I ever designed as well. So it's
So I just quickly looked it up. That bonsai tree was released on January 1st, 2021. So it's been going for almost 3 years.
Yeah.
That's a long shelf life. I don't know how long sets I think like 2 years is the average shelf life for a set, give or take. But I think 3.
Depends on the set.
It depends on the theme. Some themes stick around for a long time. Some go really quickly.
Jeez.
Depends on the shelf as well, I suppose.
It does. And you got you got the succulents that came out as well, and
Tranquil Gardens as well. That's lovely. That one.
The Tranquil Gardens. Where's that one, guys?
Yeah, just up there.
Yes, this is one I got there because I bought the minifigure to go with this set. Actually, let's see if we've got a video for that. I've got to be a video for this one. Sure. Oh, there we go. We'll see the video. We like a video on this on this. Let's have a look at that, shall we? Look at this. We're all in with the plants tonight, folks. I should have read up on me Alan Titchmarsh over the week. I really should have. Anyway, let's have a look at this one. There we go. Got a lot of plants going on there. Yeah, very nice. It's very in. It just pops, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It really does. I mean, look
It's
at that.
Tiring, isn't it?
That is lovely. Yeah, is it retiring, Gaz? Because if it is, I need to get it.
I think so.
Oh, and I think this one, you can move the trees and that around, can't you? You can put everything in different places.
Oh, I didn't know that, actually. That's a really nice idea.
Oh, it just reminded me, actually. The Lego House videos. I know you should be doing a lot of videos recently for the Lego House, interviewing the peeps that put in the masterpiece gallery section.
Yes.
Stuart, interviewing them. Brilliant little outtakes on that as well. Really enjoyed watching those. Are you going to be setting instructions on how to make the Lego mic though? Because I'm thinking I need to make one of those.
It's pretty simple. It's just a slightly elongated Lao sphere and the 4x4 sort of tubes underneath. So it's pretty basic.
Gaz, did you get all that, Gaz? Because I need you to make one for me for Bricktastic.
We have done it with left holes in it, so you can actually put a real mic inside it. And
no, that's very, very cool. What was you going to say, Meredith?
I was gonna say, you invited my neighbor from Brickworld, Steven, who made all of like the orcs and the dwarves and the stuff like that. He's such a great guy, guy, fabulous builder.
Yes, Stephen Howard. Yeah. Yes, his mocks didn't survive the journey very well, so we had quite a lot of repairing to do in the morning of the setup. But, and he was the one that probably had the most sort of elegant and well constructed travel cases and everything. And it
I saw them.
Yeah, it was a little bit heartbreaking to open those lids, look in there.
Oh, well, at least, but that is the beauty of Lego, isn't it? You can rebuild it. Now, if anyone was to say to me, and I've said this before, so apologies because it is a bit of a dad joke, but if someone said to me, it was holding up a gun to a plant or something, or flower, and they were like putting their hands up like this, they stick them up, that is the perfect picture for it. It really is. They just look like they're being held at gunpoint or something like that. But anyway, what can I say? This was, do you know what, Gaz? This is the daisy, isn't it? Is this daisy?
I think it's daffodils.
No, daffodils. I need to build these and grow them at the same time. I need like a sort of stop animation thing. I've been thinking I need to do it for a couple of years, and I'm going to try and do it for next year. So kind of as they're growing through the pot, through the bulbs and everything like that, build the Lego with it as well, and then but obviously it's going to take weeks and weeks.
Don't they need to be planted soon for daffodils?
Probably.
I was going to say, you need to get those bulbs in the ground then.
Yeah, I know. I might have to do them in some sort of greenhouse, laboratory conditions or something like that. In other words, my garage. Okay, cool. Let's have I think we're all done now for the plants.
I think that one. Put your leaves in the air like you just don't care.
Hey, I like it. That's much better than my one. Right, okay. So let's go to that's coming soon. Is there anything else? We've looked at the big one. We looked at those ones last week. The Incredible Hulk looks like he's been on the sunbed for far too long. Let's have a look. We got Luke. You like trains?
Yeah, I saw these. Well, it's Duplo, but that doesn't take away the fact that we're getting more train sets.
It's another train set. It's another train set.
Color.
I'd like to see a big version of this made up or something like that. What do you reckon, Luke?
I mean, I think the Duplo. I want to say there's a different Duplo track system, but then again, I'm probably misremembering because I'm not familiar with Duplo trains to begin with. But yeah, I mean, I would love to see someone come to again. One of our train club members at one of our first member weekends had a full Duplo train layout. And it was, some of the older Duplo trains where they were motorized. It was so cute. It was so fun. It was really cool to see all that put together. And the fact that they're still going with Duplo, with the train system, is really, really fun because you can definitely see people, again, like in our club, for example, we can have someone just buy one of each set just to add it all together for the sake of seeing more of the Duplo stuff put together. Because why not?
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Why not? I love all this sort of thing. It sparks the imagination. The one thing I would say about Lego train sets is how there's really not many track pieces, is there, for Lego trains? It's like, you've got the curve piece, the R40, you've got the straight, and then you've got a switch. That's it.
That's changed.
Well, is this the tangent? Are we going into full train talk now? Am I?
We're not going quite. No. That's about as deep as we go. But I can see why there are kind of third-party companies that that do it, because people kind of want more expansion on that. But yeah, it's I don't know. If I was ever, I don't know. But there's always been Lego trains around, so can't compare.
There is, yeah.
Let's have a look at this one. This one looks like it's got some sort of special track going on with it as well. We've got a video. We love a video.
We love a good video.
Well, all the new sets and that, most of them, let's face it, like tonight, 90% of everything's had. Well, this is a good one. Look.
That's a full layout. That's wicked.
Yeah.
It's got a car wash.
It's got...
These are really nice videos, these ones. Just watching them actually playing. It's really nice.
Just seeing there, it's got light. I saw a light then, Gaz. I saw a light.
Oh, it's like a little light sensor so it knows when to stop.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, now this is intriguing.
Here we go.
Don't you get this for the adults? Why are they putting this on for kids? We did this for adults.
Nothing to stop you.
Well, then again, the power-up system has light sensors, etc. So technically we could, but it'll cost us another £500 just to do it.
But the thing is, and I've said this for a while now, I've been saying I will do a Duplo stream, but the problem is, right, is that it will be built very, very quickly. This is cool, though. This is good.
It is. It really is.
I'd build this.
These are amazing. I really love the Duplo trains.
Honestly, could you would it be unsociable to put in? I mean, I'm trying to do all sorts of things at the moment, but put a Duplo train track or something like that in a city. What do you guys and girls out there think about that? Have you ever seen a Duplo train set in a city before?
I don't think it'd work with Studgate that you've got.
But didn't Robin Hood Bricks?
Yeah, he did.
His subway is based on a Duplo train base.
Yeah.
Because you can use it to go backwards and forwards because it's got the color sensor and can change direction automatically. And then so you can, as long as you don't mind the base being quite thick, you can then build Lego on top of it.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether you can or whether that's a single piece for each of the trains.
They all do something different, don't they?
Let's have a look at this. So it's £124. It comes with how many? They don't put the piece count on that. I'm not surprised because it's about 25 or something. But the parts are going to be huge, so you can't do much about that. That's what it is. Yeah. So
it's those like sort of coloured things, isn't it? They're putting on the track that do the different things.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're coded for that, and
I'm assuming they'll play different sounds depending on which one it detects.
Yeah, with the electronics in the train as well, that definitely jacks up the price, which is not
extensive train set for toddlers aged 3+. I mean, how bad is that? I actually want something
3+.
designed. Yeah, but I'm like literally 10 times, more than that. I'm 18 times that.
All
age.
you gotta do is go in the Lego store and just say, "This is a late Christmas present for my kid," and you're golden. It's all you got to do.
Luke, they say that every time I go in the Lego store,
and they should continue to believe you.
You can just go in and buy it.
Yeah. Don't be ashamed, people.
There's no upper age limit.
Do you know what? There isn't actually.
There used to be, but they got rid of that.
Yeah.
It used to be once you turned 100, no more Lego.
Yeah, I remember them.
Let's have do you know what? This is a slight thing. Let's have a look at the most expensive Duplo set that there is.
Wouldn't it be the animals of the world? That was an expensive Duplo set.
Yeah, I really want that one.
Duplo.
And a D for Duplo.
We got Percy Pig. There we go.
You say Percy Pig?
Yes.
Peppa
Pig as well. Sorry. Who's Percy Pig? That's Marks and Spencer's?
That's Marks and Spencer's,
So I couldn't get any of them. That's why I got wine gums this week.
There's 4 sets over 200 according to that. If you go down.
All right, let's have a look. Let's see what they are. Oh God, what is it going to be? It's going to be like a Death Star made of Duplo.
Ones. So these are like full-on kits.
Coding Express for 295.
Yeah, Coding Express. That's something interesting.
Jesus.
God, God. Yeah, but the thing is, though, you could actually, as an adult, learn some code out of this. It doesn't even get a video.
It's supposed to be Duplo, though. Then again, get them
Oh,
while they're young.
hey. Sorry.
That's all right.
No, forget to mute.
Oh, it's got an aeroplane as well. Oh, it's got the same pieces in look as well.
Yeah. You could try and get one of these through work, Ian, I reckon. You just say I want to do some coding.
Oh, wow.
Oh, look at that.
I don't know. I'd have to
It's
have a
like
look
Carrie
at
when she was eating
the
that burger that
profile
time.
That is exactly my face. Why has it got like some showers on its head?
I don't know. It looks kind of funny. Kind of like cute. It's like
Nice, it's night passage. Oh my gosh.
It's like a bee train
Nice
or
part
something.
usage, I mean to say.
Yeah.
Not spice, not used.
Same scale.
Scale.
I don't know.
I like this.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, look at that.
Very clever. Yeah, I think that's the piece that Robin Hood Bricks used.
Oh, I think he had the previous
Oh,
version,
really?
I think. But yeah.
Yeah, 'cause he's not even like proper ballasting. I've been watching a couple of videos of his recently, and I saw it in the ballasting. And I'm going to do like because now I'm not going to do like 2 layers, but I'm actually going to make it bigger.
Gosh, got boats in it.
I know. I really like it. I quite like the figures as well. That's bizarre. We've never seen them in a film yet, have we, guys? They've never mixed. I don't think they've mixed Duplo. They've done mini dolls, haven't they?
They did have sort of Duplo-ish things attacking in the end of the Lego movie, didn't they?
Did they?
I don't think they ever had the Duplo figures.
No.
No.
No, they've made their own people.
Yeah.
I think the Duplo was in Lego Movie 2 because they had minifig Wonder Woman, then they had mini doll Wonder Woman, and then
Yeah.
they had
They had
Duplo
Duplo
Wonder Woman.
So there you go. They have been in a movie.
Yeah.
That's right, actually, yeah.
There's some good stuff in there. There's some really good stuff in there. There we go. This is a superhero. So there we go. Spin. What's it called? Spin 24 pieces. Oh, they do put the piece count in there. 17.99. It's not bad actually. When you think how big these are. So you get a video. I've got a video. But yeah, you're getting like a proper sort of little superhero there. Decent looking bike. These are all going to be printed, folks. There's going to be no stickers in this.
I'm sure they had a Batman as well, didn't they, once?
Dad, we're gonna have to look at Duplo a bit more in the future. Check it out. Well, they don't know, do they? They don't really cover Duplo on like Jay's Brick Blog or Brick Set or anything like that. You don't really see them talking about it. It's kind of like left to its own devices.
Well, you can understand why, to be honest.
Well, yeah, you can, but I mean, I don't know. It's kind of like we've just looked at that track and the train set, and we're like, oh, that's actually quite clever. You know, it's got some quite innovative things about it. Got to be honest, it's quite cool. Island saying on there as well, I believe it was the 40646 that was the other Daffodil set, talking about retiring or stuff. Right, okay, anyway, I think we have looked at all the new Lego sets for this week. So with all that in mind, let's pop ourselves back to normal. Stop sharing that. Let's go around and see what peeps are up to. Where are we at? We're at 1 hour 53. Are we still on target at the moment, Carrie? How are we doing for time?
You've got an hour left. Hour and 6 minutes. Go on. You can
Right,
do it.
okay, we've got an hour and 6 minutes is left. Stuart's thinking, I'm gonna try not to open up a can of Red Bull yet or something like that. Anyway, anyway, Matt Manish is out there. It's good to see you out there, Matt. He says, going back to talking about flowers and stuff like that. He goes, I think the Birds of Paradise was the only one to retire so far, and the dried flowers are the only ones retiring this year. Ian, you've built the dried flowers, haven't you?
We have, yes. Carrie doesn't like the dry flowers. I quite like the dry flowers.
It's so granny-fied. It's just like, it's not good. It's not a good set to me.
I liked it. There's some interesting techniques in there,
Yeah,
and
fine.
there's some nice colours as well.
No, there isn't. None of the colours are nice.
Overall, the whole thing was a bit dull.
It's dead flowers.
But,
Dead flowers.
but taking it out and putting them in other things, I think it looks really good. Whereas
We used it for Thanksgiving on our table.
I'm really sorry, but it's not my colour palette. I like bright colours. It looks sad.
Yeah, and then the Birds of Paradise is the only one we've not got.
Yeah, because you only wanted the top.
The flowers was quite nice, but
the rest
the
was...
vase and the leaves just weren't interesting, so we skipped that one. So it makes sense that it retired. If we didn't buy it, then clearly
Yeah,
it was the
because
worst
we're
one.
the ones propping it up. Aren't we?
Yeah.
We buy one of every set. That's it. I don't think it's really us.
Yeah, but they pay attention to which we buy. That's
Okay.
the important thing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So, Kerry, you're not going to put that down as one of your favourite sets that you've built this year yet, then?
No.
Okay, definitely not. Oh, that's a definite no. That was. What
Look
about
at the mushroom house. Like,
the mushroom? Is that probably your favourite set of the year?
well, I love it. I can't not love it. I'm not very good at choosing a favorite set because I'm in the moment person. When I'm building it, it's my favorite set because I just like building sets.
Really? Okay.
It's,
All right.
it's hard to choose.
I don't know. I got some good sets that I built this year that I definitely know are my favourites. Stuart, have you built anything in particular this year that you thought I really enjoyed that build? It was kind of, you got more out of it.
Trying to think if I can say. I don't think I can.
I was going to say, yeah, don't tell us ones that's coming out in the future.
You always have to be a little cautious with you can never remember what's public domain. And what
I built the new Kylo Ren set that's due out in 2027. It's like, what? That was it. All right. Well, anyway, on that bombshell, we nearly got an exclusive there, folks. Nearly got an exclusive. We nearly beat Quick Clicker to it. But anyway, this week's PMQ comes from someone who's incredibly dear to me. She lives in the void. She does. Is, of course, the beautiful Liz. And for this week, folks, she asks us the following question.
Hey, it's Liz. You can find me usually here in the chat or sometimes on the panel. And you can also find me where I do my podcast, which is called They're Just Humans, and it has nothing to do with Lego, but you will find some lovely Lego people over there. So my question for Greg and the panel is, if you had to work at Lego, you had to, what would you do? What job would you pick? I just want to know. What is everyone's dream job at Lego? And if you never want to work at Lego, I'm sorry, you still have to answer the question. So with that, it's back over to you. Bye.
Now, I love this question, and I purposely kind of saved it for when Stuart came on, because I always wondered what he would have, seeing as he actually works there already. So, Stuart, I'm going to come to you last, because I'm intrigued to know. I mean, you're doing the dream job that we would all probably want to do anyway, but you got to choose a different one tonight. He'll probably say he's boss or something like that. I don't know, but anyway. So where should we go first? I'm going to go to Meredith first. Meredith, tell me what you would do if you had the choice of any Lego job.
I'm probably going to surprise you and say not a set designer. I don't think I could be a set designer. I don't think I could work with such tight, like I get they're on budgets and they can only use certain parts and there's so much that goes into it aside from the techniques and stuff like that. And I don't think I would do a good job because I'd be like, I'm just going to use more parts. I would like to be involved with LAN and supporting lugs and helping support project support and going seeing some of these huge things. Huge mocks and conventions. So I'd probably want to work in the LAN as a Lego person on the LAN side.
Very cool. All right, I like that. And of course, folks, this question goes out to you boys and girls out there in the chat as well, or even if you happen to be listening and watching this back, let me know down in the comments what you think as well. So where should we go next? We'll be coming back to the chat in just a mo when we've gone through them. Let's cross over on the other side of Stuart. Luke, so if you had the opportunity to work at Lego, what for you would be the ideal job that you'd pick?
This is going to be another shocking answer, but my entire working life has been in retail. Now that we got 2 Lego stores here in Bristol, yes. I honestly wouldn't mind working in one of the stores. Really? I don't care if I'm honestly, I'd be totally happy with that because it's an environment I'm already very familiar with. I mean, I know we all have experience building sets and mocks, and we'd love to be somewhere near set designer level if we were going to work for. I think everybody wants to do that anyways. But I think I'd definitely be more humbled, I guess, for lack of a better word, just to be working in one of the stores. I mean, I can't remember. There's never been a time I can think of where I've gone into one of the stores and it hasn't been a good experience. So to be able to be just part of something so warm, I guess, would be something I'd like to do. That's also me kind of saying I've applied to the Cabot Circus store 4 times and the Cribs Causeway store once, and I still haven't got the damn job. For God's sakes, hire me, please. But yeah, I honestly wouldn't mind just working in one of the stores. I'd be just happy to do that.
Yeah. Well, if you enjoy retail as well, I mean, it is bizarre. I mean, I'm saying I'm coming from London. We've got 4 stores, but in Bristol, does it strike you as a bit odd that you've got 2 stores in Bristol alone?
I mean, the fact that we got one was good. Again, the main one, the first one we got was in the heart of Bristol city centre in a place called Cabot Circus. Prior to that, we had to go into Cardiff to go to a Lego store. So the fact that we got one was really good. It was definitely a surprise when we got a second one because it's kind of like on the other side of Bristol, which means a lot of our other lug members can access that a lot easier.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we wouldn't have got it if the Cabot Circus store didn't do well. I mean, Gertlug have definitely been a huge influence.
Like Dublin. Dublin did so well, the first store, and it was constantly, every weekend, there were queues getting in there. I mean, the queues out there just haven't stopped since Carrie and I went on for the opening day. But yeah, Bristol seems to be the same. It just seems to be a very popular spot for Lego stores.
I definitely think, it's definitely made good recognition of there is a strong Lego community here. Again, Gertlug have a big presence, and we've done as much as we can to support the Lego store that's in Cabot. So to get a second one in Cribs is, I mean, it's just really, really cool. I've got some pictures that I sent you as well of the store if you want to talk about that later.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely. We'll be looking at that when we do the pictures. So,
yeah, of course.
100%. I showed a couple of pictures off last week that Carrie kind of took, and Carrie's got a funny eye. She's not exactly David Bailey, as I want to say.
I only took one photo, and it was of the food. So
I know exactly. I just sent us a picture of the Legos. So she sent me that. But yeah, let me know what you boys and girls out there think. I'm reading some of what you guys are saying as well. It's a really, really cool question from Liz this week. And one that's definitely going to give us some food for thought. Now, someone that always loves a bit of food for thought is, of course, Carrie. So, Carrie, tell us... That's a great segue. Carrie, tell us, what would you like to do at Lego?
Well, I initially thought I'd quite like to be like an instruction tester because you get to follow the instructions and build stuff. But that's the thing I enjoy about Lego. And if you did that every day at work, what do you come home to enjoy Lego? So I thought I'd maybe like to do some of like the market research, like when they have the test panels of people giving feedback. Yeah. I'd quite like to get involved with that, seeing the kids sort of play with the sets before they go live, essentially, and tweaking them. I thought that would be quite a fun job to do.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a really good one. I think as well.
So, I mean, I don't know what the roles are.
That's a job.
That's the one I want.
It's like sort of a good, nice bit of data analysis, and seeing how kids interact with the sets and stuff. Very, very cool. Very cool answer. I can't imagine what Ian's going to say. Ian's going to probably say web designer or something like that for Lego. But what would you do?
I did apply to work at Lego to sort out all of their technology issues. I don't think they're like that. I did go, you're doing it all wrong. You need me to sort it out. But no, I think I'd quite like to be more in the kind of R&D side of like the sustainability programs and stuff like that. Getting involved in that and just trying to make it more sustainable. Kick them a few times about this whole rollout of paper bags, which has been painfully slow.
Yeah, they're getting there. They are getting there with that. I'm finding more sets that I'm building now are not coming with paper bags. So
I've still not opened one of the paper bags. I've never had a set.
Have you not?
No.
Carrie, I've been building without him. Don't.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Oh, there you go. I can't do that. So some of those, we'll all save up our paper bags and just send them to Ian, and we'll trash the place even more. And, guys, what about you, my friend? If you could have any job at Lego, which one would you pick?
Can I just like enter and just like train to do like loads of things and be done with that? I'd love to like see how they design like minifigures and all sorts. I wouldn't necessarily want to be the one that does it, but I want to learn how to do it. So if I can just come in and learn how to do stuff, I'd be
intern.
Yeah,
an intern,
absolutely fine
basically.
by me. Yeah.
An apprentice. Can you imagine Gaz as an apprentice? It'd be the oldest apprentice in the world, but it'd be quite a fun one as well.
And then Craig became an apprentice.
Yeah, until I became an apprentice. Yeah.
Rude.
I wouldn't even. I'm too old for even that, guys. I just have to be a volunteer. Do they take volunteers, Stuart?
Probably like a charity probably does.
Oh, there we go. I'm a charity, guys. I'll do that.
You could be janitor, Greg. It'd be fine.
Yeah, janitor, Greg.
Yeah, mop the floor at the end of the day.
I tell you what, there's got to be people out there that clean the Lego, the vacuum it and all that. And there's people that even make videos on that as well, and they do all right on that. They do.
Wasn't one of those videos that didn't Duck Bricks do a video when he did that tour, and it's all like got robots that go around and do like lots of hoovering and stuff.
I don't know, Stuart. How are they kept clean in the Lego house?
It is some of our most watched social media is when we're doing cleaning. I think it's because every fan can relate to the challenge of cleaning. Of course, we have like 15.68 meter tall trees to clean, so it's a slightly bigger challenge, but it's still the same challenge. And it's basically the same techniques. It's brushes, vacuums, compressed air, depending on what you can reach. And we have some very, very skilled cleaners who keep the models in perfect condition. So
yeah, I'm shooting a video at the moment on how I keep my bricks clean and stuff. And I haven't got one particular tool that I use for everything. I've got a multitude of tools that I use. So that video will be coming out fairly soon, folks. It's taking me weeks to film because that's the problem. I'm cleaning loads of Lego in Studio One, and it takes ages. It literally just takes ages. But it's a fun one to do. So guys, so you don't actually want to work or get paid. You just want to learn how to do stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
He's just happy to be there.
Yeah, exactly.
Guys, whenever there's any training courses at work that come up in the office, do you grab them all? Do you just like, I want to learn that, I want to know how to do that?
Yeah, I have done actually. I did one the other week, didn't I?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you did. Yeah. Have you actually used that? Have you had to use any of that knowledge yet?
I have. Yeah, I've used it every day actually. So it's quite fun.
I'm hoping that's not the first aid course one that you're talking about.
No.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh no, not that one. No, that's it's the shipping one. Yeah, shipping dangerous stuff.
Oh yeah, the dangerous goods. Yeah. Okay, interesting. Okay, cool. Well, if I was to get a job at Lego, one of the ones I'd be quite keen to do myself. I think I'd like to do like events and stuff like that because I think they have a great time when they're doing those Lego events. And I know they're normally that kind of some of that's given out to agencies and things like that, but there is kind of like a good bridge between them and the events, and just making sure people are having a good time in the store and stuff like that, and making sure planning all the events that need to happen and things like that. I think that'd be quite an intriguing one to do. And they had like a flower arranging it was like a pop-up store that Dan from Two Gay Folks went to it in London about 3 weeks ago or so, and stuff like that. I think it'd be quite intriguing, just kind of like bridging that gap between the consumer and Lego, and I think that's quite cool, and just kind of learning how people interact with it all and stuff like that, and kind of doing those sort of events just as something a little bit different. I think people kind of thing is kind of my thing. Intriguing though to be asked this question when of course you do already work for Lego. So Stuart, to a certain degree. You've got a dream job. As a Lego designer, you've got one set to design a year. That's not a bad one, is it? That's not a bad role. But and of course, you get to go and tour all over the globe. So a lot of people would think, on the face of it, you've got the dream job. But if you had a choice of doing something else at Lego, I'm intrigued. What is it exactly you would go for?
Well, you're right in that a lot of people think it's a dream job, and I also think it's a dream job. Although I don't want to tell my manager that because it makes salary negotiations quite difficult. But, it is a dream job, and it's like it'd be really difficult to think of something else. But working for the Lego Group is fantastic, whatever you do. So really, any Lego job is a good Lego job, or is a good job, because it is a great company to work for. So, and I think one of the qualities you need to be able to work at the Lego Group is to be a great team player, because nobody does anything on their own. So you're always part of a team. So so if you work in the design, you can't do all of it. You need to be able to sort of get a whole team behind you, the marketing, the engineers, and the logistics, and the planning, and everything, to make a set to come onto the store shelves. So, there are a lot of important roles in the Lego Group, and there's a lot of really great, fantastic jobs in there. And we're continually growing, and so we check out the Lego jobs pages. There's some really cool jobs in there. But so it's really hard. This is a really tough question to put to me. So
no, it really is.
I think I could say that I think actually I would be head of catering, because on Wednesdays is fish day, and I think I'd want to become head of catering.
Fish day, I love that. Wednesdays is fish day.
Yeah, and the pizza places in Billund do really well on Wednesdays, with all the guys not wanting to go to the canteen. So.
Wow, imagine that, head of catering, Stuart Harris, head of catering. Can you imagine going there one day and you see Stuart Harris over flipping some burgers and stuff?
Actually, I don't think that would last very long, and I think it's not really what job I'd want to do. It's probably what job is in the Lego Group's interest. So anything to do with logistics, planning, or financial would not be a good idea. I think it end in chaos. So yeah, I
love it.
I'll stick with the one I've got, I think.
Yeah, no, definitely. You're doing all right, Stuart. You've done all right for yourself. You really have. Well, Carrie, what do you think ahead of catering at Lego? That was one you missed out there.
Well, I could taste the food. I don't think I want to be responsible for making the food.
Okay.
No, but head of catering, you just choose the menu.
You choose what's on the menu.
Yeah, I'm no good at that. I want people to just choose for me and feed me.
You could be taste tester.
Yeah, taste tester seems fine.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to pick food.
Wow.
Yeah.
What can we say? So picky. Anyway, let's find out what the peeps out there in the chat would like to have as their ideal Lego job. But first of all, let's have the PMQ back again from the beautiful, the wonderful Liz.
Hey, it's Liz. You can find me usually here in the chat or sometimes on the panel. And you can also find me where I do my podcast, which is called They're Just Humans, and it has nothing to do with Lego, but you will find some lovely Lego people over there. So my question for Greg and the panel is, if you had to work at Lego, you had to, what would you do? What job would you pick? I just want to know. What is everyone's dream job at Lego? And if you never want to work at Lego, I'm sorry, you still have to answer the question. So with that, it's back over to you. Bye.
I absolutely love the way Liz said, it doesn't matter if you don't want to work for Lego, you still got to answer the question. But she did it in such a lovely way. And yet so authoritative at the same time. I love it. Thank you so much again for that, Liz. It was a brilliant question. So let's find out what the boys and girls out there think about it. Trevor, Brixaplorum says, I would be a custodian. See, that's a good one. Ian, you'd be a good custodian, I think, as well. Because I believe everything you say, Ian. I really do.
You shouldn't.
I do, though. He says it. I believe everything he says. Minark says, great question. I would love to be a graphic designer for the prints and stickers and campaign for only prints. I love it, Mark. That's a good
The
one.
problem is he's going to run into the financial planners or the program managers of those sets, and they're going to be like, doesn't fit in the budget.
Yeah, that's it. That's the thing. It is a constraint, and designers need constraints as well. They really do. Mayo Hosco says, "I don't want to work at Lego, but I'd want to be a tour guide on the inside tour." Oh, there you go. That's working for Lego. That would be. Saladscape says, "A set designer. If that's not an option, then software engineer. As I am one, a software engineer. That doesn't surprise me actually. I thought it was a bit like." I could imagine you and Ian Salix getting on pretty well, actually. What can I say? Ian's formatted a hard drive in his 1 or 2 times in his life. He really has. And Martin says, "I'd love to work on the Lego lifestyle videos. I could make them a little madder." Yeah,
I'd love to do that.
Could you imagine that? PMQ we did a couple of weeks ago. That's legendary, that is. Emily says, "I would like to work in a Lego store, just like our good friend over here, Luke. Engaging with the customers, talking about Lego would be cool." Yeah. But just doing it all day long, though, it's hard work. It really is. There we go. Salix says, "I'm still waiting for a Lego store in the south of the Netherlands. Eindhoven would make the most sense in this area." Polar says, "I want to be the person who decorates the bunker for the set photos, finding the most random props for Greg to zoom in into." Definitely. I want very zoomable into props as well. Thank you. Mayo says, "I'm a Lego historian, so I'm down with the tour guides." Good stuff. Trevor says, "I'd love to be involved in their innovation and sustainable development." I like that. Very, very, very cool. Very important as well, that particular role. It really is. We've even got an AI innovation officer now. We have. I mean, they just make up officers. It's just, honestly. But there we go. Not that Sam Smith is Greg's choice would be a professional sticker placer. Yeah, I'd be right. I'd be good for that one. Because imagine that. I'll be working for 10 seconds a day. Arguably, my boss thinks I only do that anyway. The Maverick says, "I would like to be involved with the entertainment side of Lego." Yeah, me too. I think it's pretty good. And One Brick Stud says, "Great question, Liz. My dream job would be a Lego Harry Potter consultant." I love it. "I would help take the theme from being one of the most successful / popular themes to being the most successful popular theme." There we go. Look at that. That's like a straight away, boom, exactly laying it out. And saying what he thinks. Lego Team B had a great pizza in Billund. They could be everywhere they are. You going to go Manchester next year, you two? Just wondering. But yeah, what can I say? I had a great, I don't know what that is, a durum in Billund?
Yeah.
What's
a kebab roll? Yeah.
Oh, it's a kebab roll. Call it a kebab roll, Salix. You know what I mean? But it was huge. So they take half of it. Yeah, take half of it home. Are they big? Are they unusual?
Kebab Durham rolls are pretty huge.
Well, there we go. Challenge accepted, Stuart. That's all I can say. There we go. Considering my marketing background, I'd be great to be one on the social media team. Yeah. Oh, you've got to be prim and proper though, Matt. You can't be. Yeah, it's a good one though. I'd always be, favouring all your mates and stuff like that. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Doing that. But yeah, I do like it. Just very, very, very occasionally when Lego like a tweet or maybe something on Instagram, which is always cool. I always sort of think, yes, nice one, Lego. Thank you so much. And do remember as well, folks, we will do, I think we're going to do a stream maybe mid-December or something like that about the build to give. We did it last year. We do it every year. But it is important to do a build to give, build a little heart, hashtag build to give, and send it to Lego as well. And then that way they give the gift of Lego to someone in need, which is always a brilliant thing to do. It really is. Right, let's find out what the brick bods are up to, how they're been going, and then Gaz he'll get us a mock of the week set up. So anyway, let's have a look then. Did you guys go off and get some food as well? By the way,
we did. We've had some snacks.
What did you have?
Mikado.
what?
Mikado.
Oh, Mikado. All right, what's that like? Any good?
Yeah, not too bad. We had a little fight with it, like swords, because it was fun.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do.
Okay, fair enough. So you finished? Have you finished sorting? Have you?
We went sorting. We were like mills plating, and yes, that's now up there.
Oh, okay. So are we going to see the finished article?
No, it's over there.
It's can't be bothered now.
I mean, it's pretty much how it looked when I last
done
time.
absolutely nothing.
Ian cleaned
I
all of
cleaned
the
the top shelf.
Yeah, the top shelf.
So
is
the
now
top
clean.
shelf is now clean.
The top shelf is
I
now
haven't
clean.
inspected it, but I imagine he did a great job.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, you probably got to get your mountain climbing gear out to get over that floor. By the sounds of
Yeah,
it.
didn't
Yeah.
get up there.
There we go. All right, fair enough. How are we doing for time? How are we doing for time, Brickbods? How are we doing for time, Carrie?
Yeah, you got 39 minutes.
39 minutes. Okay, we're doing all right tonight, folks. We're on target. Stay on target. Stay on
You said that
target.
last week, though.
I did say that last week, in all honesty. I really did. But anyway, I think now is a good time to get Gaz into gear. And are you out there, Gaz? Did you hurt yourself?
No, the cat just fell off the bed, so...
Oh, okay. All right, fair enough. All right, look, this is all right, because now it's time for Gaz's Mock the Week. Oh, I just about did that in time. Oh, Gaz, this one looks familiar, Gaz.
Yes, this is our friend Alberto. I thought I'd just go for something on a smaller scale this week, just because I think everyone's used to all these massive mocks all the time.
Oh, yeah.
But what Alberto's done, which is really cool, so I've got a dry throat now. He's done these just very, very small. I want to call them like micro habitats, really, for the latest CMF range. So basically, it's just what you see here. He's done one little display for all of them. I think it's on like an 8x8 round plate, not 8x8 maybe. But you can see he's just taken the actual minifigure as like the starting point and just done like a little build then just to give them a little bit of environment, and that's it. And it's just really effective the way it's been done. But it just what I like is the fact that it just proves that you don't need a massive extensive parts collection. You just can do really nice displays with a small amount of Lego, and it still looks absolutely fantastic. So I mean, you've got like the bard at the back to here, and it's just you've just got the frame with a chandelier essentially, but it just looks really, really nice. And collectively all together, that's a nice display you could just have happily on on a table, maybe at a show, or even just on your shelves just for your own private use or viewing, I should say. So I really just like the fact that it's taken it down to a smaller scale, which is, I think, is really, really, really nice to see. And then you see here that it's not massively overcomplicated, but it's just nice in the fact that it just sells a minifigure, enhances a minifigure in these situations, which ultimately is what you want to do when you've got the CMF. You want to find a way of displaying them really nice, or just a minifigure that you may particularly like. So, you may have like the Avengers sets that's come out. You may just want to do like a small one of those for each of the Avengers. You might need a bigger one for the Hulk, maybe. Maybe one for each foot.
He's
like
quite
that.
big, to be fair.
Yeah,
you could have two. You could use two for that one.
Yeah, exactly. One for each foot, maybe that would work. Okay. But I just really like the idea, and it's kind of like on a smaller scale again to the habitats as well. So you can actually see a bit more close-ups of these here.
Well, you've also got a bit more like creativity than the habitats. You're not like you don't have to follow the rules, but it's still small and gives them that little environment. I love it.
Yeah, it's literally just, I mean, the only rule really, I guess, is just the actual round plate that they're stood on and the base bit, and then the rest of it is just imagination. And it's just like the creativity just in such a small space. It's just, I love it. It's just really, really nice to see, and you can go crazy with colors as well. And this
I love that figure. That figure's cool. I bought a couple more of those a couple of weeks ago.
It's the Welsh dragon, isn't it? That's why, because you like the Welsh dragon. That's what it is.
Was it Welsh? I wouldn't have bought it if I knew it was a Welsh dragon. Guys, you ruined it for me now.
I've enhanced it for you. That's what I've done.
I love it.
Yeah. No, it was a really nice idea, and I think it's another way as well of encouraging people to just, get in your bricks and just get building, which is what we always like to see with these. But I will say as well, I love the stained glass window as well.
Have they done that, Gaz? Have they done? What's that part they've used there for getting those little circles? They look like those.
The turntable.
Yeah, the turntable.
Yeah. It's and then you've just got some trans tiles behind plates behind it. So just like the yellow, red, orange, and then the blues. Just really simple, but it just is absolutely stunning.
Wow.
You see, and that doesn't cost a lot of money to do all that. That's
No, I mean, those sort. I mean, the trans clear tiles like that. You often get loads of those spare, like in the overdose, anyway, with sets. So you could easily do that if you just had some old turntable pieces. I mean, even then you can get. Everyone's got loads of turntable pieces, I imagine.
Well, yeah, especially if you bought the Taj Mahal and then parted it back out again. We have a lot of those.
Yeah, because they used that on the tiling around the bottom, was it?
Yeah, it was like one of the only sets that they allowed them to just use the turntable without the actual spinny part. And they used them in bulk.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot.
I didn't.
Gaz, have you got any particular favourite ones of these vignettes?
I do like the Paladin one, but I do quite like the Mind Flayer here because I just like the fact that you can just imagine the rest of the scene here. Like a massive dungeon and like cauldrons boiling in the background. Yeah, see here. Is there another one? Another one for the witch thing. Oh, that's right. Yeah, and the witch.
The witch looks brilliant.
Well. That's really, really great. I love that one as well. Again, it's the archway. Just makes you think.
Yeah.
Just the idea there's a bigger room there, and there's maybe another story somewhere.
You know what? These would make this is a really good idea. All right, just throwing this one out there to you, Alberto. This would make a really good poly bag, wouldn't it? You get like a Harry Potter figure or something like that, and then you get something like that. That is a good poly bag, and that's a good theme.
Yeah, well, it's a really strong theme, isn't it, as well? But yeah, again, as you say, really nice idea in the sense that anyone could do it. It could be
good shout.
Something you could buy and pick up.
Yeah,
but it's just really nice to look at as well. But again, it's just finding fun things to do. I did quite like the frozen.
The skeleton! Look at the skeletons.
Yeah, that's really cool. And I love the fact that it's a bit of a cheat as well because it's like 12 of these. There's 12 mini builds technically, but they all make one display.
We should maybe do that. We should do a little I don't know, little thing. Everyone, the next CMF series that comes out, maybe grab a figure. We all like pull out the hat figure, and then we build one of these to it on. So what is this? What is the part used? Because it's not like a sort of 4x4 piece or?
No, I think it's 6. I think
that looks like a 6x6 round plate. Yeah.
Yeah. 6x6 round, and then just go crazy. Basically, you just do it. Make a nice environment.
I think that'd be quite fun to do. Actually, if we get 12 of us together and do something like that, I think that would be quite displayable. Maybe even a Bricktastic or something like that.
Yeah. Well, that's it, isn't it? You could do, as you say, you could just do a massive like community thing, and everyone just finds like a favorite minifigure from the CMF range and just does it.
All right, I'll see if I can get 12 people together, and we'll do something for Bricktastic. I think that would be quite good. Something like that for the new CMF series. We'll just pull our name out of a hat of what the CMF bod will be, whatever they will be, and we can take it from there, which would be quite cool. So, yeah, very cool. So, was there anything else from Alberto you wanted to show us, Kaz, or was that all of them?
Yeah, it's just these because we're familiar with like the that one, the Chinese reunion dinner remock that he did as well.
Yeah, well, you got to get that soon as well if you want to do that, folks, because that set, I believe, Gaz, is retiring at the end of the year, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's actually sold out online already as well.
Is it really?
Yeah, the New Year sets don't last long.
No.
I think in some years they've retired within 8 months.
Yeah.
Because they want to have a new one out each year. So yeah, once they run out, they run out.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. All right, very cool. So, as always, folks, Gaz, remind us who this guy is and where we'll find him.
Yeah, so it's skyguy.365 on Instagram. So yeah, just check out his page and you can see the awesome builds on there, and get inspired as well.
Yeah, definitely get inspired. I think we should do that. Andy, Madlib, let me know if you're interested in that idea as well. Gaz, thank you for what was this week's Mock the Week. And 2 clicks later, we're back to normal again. Okay, how we doing, Brickbods? I think we're doing all right tonight, aren't we? We're doing all right. All right, well, don't forget, folks, do check out the survey tonight. Just asking the question, over the course of the festive period, will you be buying a festive theme Lego set? 52% of you thus far have said yes. 31% have said no. And 16% are undecided, which is, I think that's pretty good. Keep the votes coming, folks, and keep those thumbs up as well. Carrie, you've got a peculiar way of doing it, so show us your thumbs. Do the thumb thing. That's it. Kind of works really well.
I've already bought my festive set. That answers the poll.
Is that your? That is. Do you buy one of those every year or so?
It's the Winter Village set, so yes.
Okay, I see. All right, very, very cool. Very, very cool indeed. All right, there we go. Mute Mike. Meredith, are you building anything today, or are you kind of just chilling on the panel?
I am making these.
That looks like some sort of strange hyperdrive for the Lego Star
they're,
Wars set.
They're for a large skyscraper that uses the Duplo wings.
Oh, okay.
That is quite the construction you've done there.
Yeah, it's apparently these wings, the only thing they really like to stick to is like let me grab the they really like to stick to these for some reason. Yeah, round 4x4s. It's really hard to clutch them onto anything else. That's Lego system.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Like it.
I had a little bit of an engineering issue there with that.
Yeah, no, but that's really weird. I mean, is that quite stable? All that is it like structurally sound?
Oh wow! Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty empty, and they're just gonna stack. I'm gonna run a rod through them, axle to the center because I left the hole open. You can't really see it, and so I'm gonna make a whole bunch, and they're just gonna stack up. But I have to like fill in between here, put some like greebling. Then we're gonna break it up with I got some of the rail pieces in the same color, so I'm gonna break it up like that and kind of have like a mezzanine level. And I need to keep building because this needs to be done by January. So
wow, that's
intriguing.
Yeah, exactly. Brickbods, you guys are all done with for Bricktastic, haven't you? Your one's all complete now.
We're all done with our main build. We have got some collab builds we need to get on with.
Yeah. Plus, I want to rebuild parts of the main one, but that's just normal between shows. Thinking of improvements.
Just remember not to take it apart too much because we have a show in between.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. And Gaz, how are you getting on with Bricktastic as well? Have you nearly finished your mocks for Bricktastic?
Yeah.
All right,
that's what those boxes. That's what all those boxes and bags are for.
Oh, guys, what are you like? So, Stuart, do you ever obviously have to work to deadlines and stuff like that? Do you find that you do 80% of the work in 20% of the time or something like that? What does it get to? Like,
yeah, I think I haven't changed much since I was at school, so everything's done the night before. So.
I like it. Oh, I love that.
I do love to procrastinate for as long as possible and then panic.
Yeah.
The only way to do it. Only way.
It does. It keeps those juices flowing. It really does. Right. I think as well. You've changed angles, Luke. We're seeing another part of your room now.
Have I? I haven't moved.
I'm sure
So
I did see
I
that.
had to grab some tissue. So I might have nudged the desk.
Oh, okay. No, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. When it came to doing your mocks and stuff like that, last time you was on, which sadly was about a year ago, what was kind of like the last car that you built? And what's kind of made you kind of ease back towards trains? Is it just you just wanted to build something a little bit different?
Yeah, the cars came from wanting a creative release that I couldn't get with the trains.
Mm-hmm.
So having built car stuff and kind of taken that break from trains for about a year and a half now, it's gotten to a point where, okay, I know I've got a train layout I need to get on and rebuild. I've done 2 lug bolts and I've bought loads of parts from Bricklink in between. I'm going to be joining my dad's model railway club for a show at the start of March. So I'm going to be... They were actually quite enthused because they're all in their older years and more hardcore model railway guys.
But did they like allow a section for Lego trains as well?
They did a show roughly a month ago in a nearby area with us, and it was all model stuff. But when my dad went to them and said, "Okay, my son, 26, he does Lego trains, but it's all hardcore. Well, maybe not hardcore, but proper modeling. It's not toy stuff. It's done with proper detailing." Showing them a couple of pictures, I mean, they're all quite enthusiastic for it. So. By the time that show happens at the start of March, I'm going to get that layout built, and that's going to reinvigorate. Again, I've had a huge break from it all, so when I get back to building that layout, it's going to be reinvigorating to get back into getting all these exact details done to make a really good looking layout again. That'll get me excited to get back
definitely.
into the train thing.
And then before you know it, you got Bricktastic in February, so very, very cool. All right, brilliant stuff, my friend. I'm excited about that. I can't wait to finally meet you in February.
Yes, of course.
So that's going to be good fun. We're all staying in the Premier Inn, by the way, just opposite. So that is brilliant, that place, because it's just literally walk across there and you're there. But anyway, I think on that bombshell, folks, the Premier Inn's where it's happening in Manchester. Let's have a look at this week's Lego pictures, shall we? Here we go. Right, here we go again. All down here now. Charlie, good. Right, so let's. I think we're on course. We could actually do this in around 3 hours tonight. This is unbelievable. This is. Could I get to bed before midnight? I don't know. Not if I keep waffling on like this. I won't. Anyway, we've got Brick Babe here. I don't know who this geezer is in the background. I think she knows him, or he's just discovered that she's videoing him anyway. But this is the Lego store in New York. Oh, he's got in his bag. Well, that is. I don't look like Lego. But anyway, very, very cool.
Is she going... Here, watch this video of someone putting a sticker on really bad. Is that what's happened?
It probably is, actually. Or she might be saying, here, check this out. It's one of these Lego haul videos here. It could be one of them. I don't know. But it's very good. He looks like he's impressed. Whatever he's watching, it's like, geez, that's a great idea. Very, very cool indeed. Nice one. This is it. Those earrings as well. Those earrings. Blimey. Brick Babe.
How she does it. My ears would be like...
I mean, my earlobes would be by my ankles if I wore those. That'd be unreal, that was. I'd have birds sitting on them and all sorts of things. It'd be a danger. But anyway, I can't wait. Hopefully meet Brick Babe next year as well in Chicago. Oh, is that tree? We got one of these trees in Leicester Square. It's very cool. I see a squirrel then. Got a squirrel there. Squirrel Nutkins. There we go. Wonder Woman. I do like their subway system, not everything like that. Now I did notice something as well. Oh, there we go. There's Mo and Lene as well. But here's the thing. See this geezer over here, right? It's the same bloke. Do you know does he have a name or anything like that, Stuart? I know this is a completely random question, but
I have no idea. He probably does. He probably has an internal working name, but I don't know if it's.
I need to find out.
Yeah.
The reason I need to find out is because this is the same chap, shall we say, that actually drives the Route Master in Leicester Square. And I'm intrigued if there's sort of like a backstory behind it or anything like that. But there we go. Is that Stuart in cosplay? I don't think so. That's funny.
Shoe color. Find out.
Exactly. Yeah, but imagine Stuart wearing glasses there and having a big tash. Anyway, next up, moving on. There we go. It sounds like it's 3D printed. That does. There we go. In the old cab, I like that. Again, there's sort of similarities between this and Leicester Square, isn't there, Ian? With London having the DB5, and
yeah, I think if you go into Leicester Square, you get so many people queuing up to have a picture in the DB5.
Yeah.
It just works as a really good kind of attraction in the shop. So yeah, it makes sense to do it with the taxi. It's iconic. So
it is. Yeah, it is.
Oh.
Look at that.
That's Stephanie in the window, though.
Oh yeah, that is.
What was that, Stephanie? There.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
they've not moved on to the newer Friends.
Well, they've got the Friends Ideas apartment as well there.
Yeah, I saw that. There we go.
So that's retired, isn't it? I thought.
Yeah.
I've got loads of those. I don't know if I got the second one as well. I got the first one.
When did she send you these pictures? Have you been sitting on them?
She sent it to me the other day. She goes, "This is us in New York this week." Oh, there we go. Hot dogs over there. Oh, they look nice. They're bangers on them. Phenomenal. There's Thor up there. Look. There we go. Oh, I'll tell you what.
There's Captain America's on the roof of the taxi.
I'd like to know where these sculptures, when they're done with them. Is that Captain? Oh, yeah, it is actually. Yeah, I thought it was the. Yeah, I see. Very
I
cool.
think with the giant figures, there's I remember hearing something that they go back to the person who originally designed and made them.
Really?
I think so. Like the person who was commissioned gets them back. Well, at least gets the first choice if they want them back.
Yeah. Oh, what is this bloke saying here in the subway? Hi, you folks. Did you know that your subway system is the fastest, safest, and cheapest mode of transport in the world today? There you go. And what have we got down here? What's going on there? We've got
I feel that Tokyo may disagree with that.
Yeah, I was going to say. So that's intriguing one. But I like that. Yeah, it's very cool. I want to know who this character is. Anyway, great pictures. Thank you so much, Lene. This is Mr. Christopher Chalice as well. I'm scared to zoom in on this one because this is actually his front room. I won't do that. I know. I am drawn to this, by the way, but I'll look at that later. Oh, look, he's got bricks in his lunchbox. Just saying.
He's got the Lego.
Oh, yeah,
as well.
That looks very recognisable. That is. There we go. He was over in Billund actually, not too long ago. And this is his ornithopter. I think it's called, Gaz, isn't it? Ornithopter.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Atreides Royal.
Oh yeah, that as well. That's it. Someone's a Dune fan in the panel. There we go. And it is a really cool set. Actually, it's a very cool set. I think the second movie's out now, or soon anyway. But I mean, this looks old and made of Technic. It must be Echo Bricks sending it through to us. It's got the old grey on it. There we go.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Look at that.
The old moving pistons, yeah.
Yeah. Do you ever do much with Technic, Stuart? Is that a thing you try and avoid if you can, or?
I'm not a Technic builder. No, it's definitely a different mindset. I'm blown away by what the Technic designers can do. So I avoid it most of the time, and just the occasional use of the.
I agree. It's a different thing. It's almost like a different system, but it is. Meccano is a thing back in our day, and that's
We call it the dark arts in our house.
Yeah, it's true. Something a million miles away from the dark arts. Quite the light, to be honest. Emily sent these through to me. This year's Christmas BAM is phenomenal. Carrie, have you actually got yourself?
Still haven't picked mine up. No, I need to go and get some.
Honestly, what you like? You got to get this. This is a phenomenal one.
You should get several of those. I like that one best, I think.
Yeah. There we go. Great BAM. It really is, folks. Honestly. This is one, and this one here, I call it Ugly Sweatish Girl. It's got a really nice print on the back as well, and this guy over here, who I call McDonald's legs. You've got to remember, folks, Santa comes with the dual molded legs this year, and this. That is a really cool print of Lego Christmas trees, or Lego trees, I should say, in general. Very, very
Greg,
cool.
isn't that a jumper and not a sweater?
Well, we'd call it a jumper personally. You could call it a sweater if you like, or you could call it an ugly jumper. We could call it a Christmas jumper. I go for the masses, especially when I'm doing videos. But yeah, it's good though. I like it. They're really, really cool figs this year. I think they've done really good. Here's Emily, and this is Cat Claus as well. There we go. Oh, look, the bricks. I love these as gift with purchases. I really do. Great picture of Emily there with Cat Claus.
That's an awfully big cat, though.
Oh, they're ginormous. The cats are huge. They are. The ones in Leicester Square, absolutely massive.
What you have to remember is that Emily's only 6 inches tall. So.
Yeah, there is that, actually. Yeah. She wears Barbie outfits. That's all I've got to say to that. Oh, there we go. This is me and Dan on, I think, what was it, Wednesday now? Wednesday. There we go.
Got your walking stick.
Yeah, got me walking stick. Sitting in front of the fire.
And you got your jumper.
Yeah, a really cool one as well. I really like that one. We said we were allowed to go, but we just had to wear a jumper. Oh, I put this one in here for you, Carrie, as well. I was going around to all the ladies saying, "Can I take a picture of your food, please?" And they're like, "What for?" I said, "Well, I got this. I got this panel member. She's complaining that she doesn't get enough food when she goes to the Lego store. So I said, I'll take these, and there you go. See, fairly healthy, really. There we go. Anyway, we had a good old giggle, anyhow. So this is me with my Christmas jumper on, and Mark's there with his Christmas jumper. The cat, I mean, look,
that's
bearing in mind, I'm 6'4", right? That cat is huge. It really is.
Yeah. And the rest.
It's down in the back. Yeah, and the
Is that with his spice boots on again?
Yeah. There we go. Look, beautiful. The endurance. Wonderful shit. It really is. Another one of the sinking ships theme from Lego. Very nice. There we go. Oh, I think I had this one last week. I might have put in a couple of these ones in. I do like this figure though here. Still get some of these space ones, guys. They're really good.
Oh yeah.
That one looks like she's literally fallen asleep in the box. There we go.
Shh! Don't wake her up.
Yeah, that's it. Got to keep it quiet. I might put another cheeky towel in there as well.
How many people have you got in there? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Got enough. Moving on. And, there we go. Hey, has anyone ever wondered what Gaz looks like in the morning when he wakes up? There we go.
This hair doesn't move. It doesn't move at all.
It doesn't. Yeah. Can I just say, Stuart, on the Lego website, Chewbacca does not look nothing like this. He's groomed.
No, freestyle. Yeah.
It looks like he's been. He's got. I mean, there's somewhere in there. There we go. What's this?
Advert or something.
There we go. So I didn't even look at these. Look at this. This is.
It must be.
I didn't even look at these. I honestly have not seen these. I literally sorted these out just before the stream started.
They're so cool.
So this is their XL size mansion. So I think they've I'm presuming they've made it bigger. Anyway, I like that. What's that picture come from? Oh, that's probably me holding up maybe the jet that we did, guys, a few weeks ago.
It could be, yeah. Yeah, I didn't realise there were stickers on those actually.
No, that's a little bit naughty. That I've got to be honest. But yeah, they've done well there, putting the stickers on. They've done very well there. I wonder if they used the technique. I was watching Tech the other day on his live stream. He's definitely using the technique. There we go.
It looks much nicer with that extra floor.
It does.
They've opened up the other windows as well, haven't they?
Yeah. I think it needs to be a little bit deeper as well, even if it's like another 4 studs deep. But
I think they'll bring the balcony down though. Still, like that looks like 2 taller set of pillars. That's on. Doesn't look.
They look a bit spindly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think I have
like
the balcony on the middle floor.
Yeah, but they can do. I reckon almost like 2x2s would look better on that, maybe instead of that. But yeah, great job though, Lego Team B. Very good. There we go. So a sticker there as well. 1963. I wonder if that was the year that the first ever X-Men comic came out. Let's know about that. What's going on here? Sticky fingers. That's it. Check it out. Oh, Luke, he's straight in there. He's like Mr. A.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a look now. Yeah, September 1963.
Hey, there you go. See,
there we go.
Don't miss a trick there, old Lego. I love all that.
All good things started in 1963, didn't they?
Did they?
Yeah.
Was that the year you was born, Gaz?
No, it wasn't. It was the year
Doctor.
Doctor Who was born. Not
Yeah, was it-
1863 when you were born.
Oh, there we go. That was a mean shot. There we go. He's never been the same, Stuart, because I count Peter Cushing as being a doctor and he doesn't. There we go.
Yes. It's not the same as it went to colour.
Exactly. Yeah, Technicolor. That was it. It was bizarre. It was like a Doctor Who What If. There we go. Oh, congratulations. That's nice, isn't it? London Calling. I didn't even look at these. I was just like, I was just pleased to see them and get them on, get them in there. Oh, look at that. That's amazing. Congratulations. Oh, dude, that's really, that's so cool. That's so cool.
What can we send Greg next week without really close to the show and get him to show it?
Yeah. Okay. That'll teach me. To get what? Carrie?
If we send it right close to the start of the show and you just put it in and show it, what can we make you show?
Oh, yeah.
Take advantage of that.
Well, no. See, I always think, Lego Team B. They won't send anything too crude. There you go. It teaches me to Photoshop. I should learn to Photoshop my pictures or something like that. That's really cool. London Calling 250, dudes. That's really cool. Thank you so much. I think that's my favourite picture of the week. Thank you. There we go. Really, really cool. Really appreciate that. Thank you. That's really cool. Oh, there's another one. Oh, brilliant. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. Oh, yeah. They said it was zipped as well. That's why I didn't look at them. That was it. They zipped them. And I did that. Who sent me this? Luke, the new Bristol store. There we go. So this is Luke. There we go. Look at that there.
So in regards to the interior of the new Cribs Causeway store, I don't know about anybody else, but I feel like whilst the interior is new compared to the Cabot Circus store, I think that interior that's in the Cribs store is like the new standard now.
Yeah.
It's not exactly new, I mean, I've not really been to any Lego store outside of the two in Bristol and Cardiff. But even then, I'm pretty sure a lot of the stores nowadays look as they do in the Crib store now.
Yeah. They use that same pub layout, I think, in the BAM station, didn't they?
Yeah.
That we love.
Oh, there we go. Talking of which, so Carrie moans because you can't get her hands in there. Or
I can get my hands. It's Ian's got the big hands.
Yeah. Don't like them.
Yeah, he's not a fan.
Well, either container works, but at the same time, both Bristol stores have god-awful walls. They really do. We get shafted with some... I mean, you can still use a lot of the stuff there for your own things, but at the same time, a lot of the Gertlug lot kind of just scoff at what's on the wall because it is just not... At least not to our taste, but it's
It's not to taste. It's the fact that it's been there. It's stale, is what.
Yeah, I was gonna say our pad wall. Both of our pad walls in both of our stores haven't changed in over the last 6-9 months.
So all Lego parts are created equal. They're all amazing in the right circumstance. But if you get the same one for a whole year, you're limited in what you can build.
Yeah,
it's not aimed at us anymore.
Wasn't it
I think.
July? You said the last refresh.
Yeah.
July was the last time they sent out a new parts list to the store managers to pick from.
Yeah.
That's the last time they changed it. And then we started, I know there was then a huge mix up last October last year, because when Leicester Square picked their new pab selection, when they reopened,
they picked it
that
everywhere.
accidentally got applied to every store.
Yeah.
And so every store got exactly the same order.
Okay.
So it was a bit of a mess. And then, so since then, the list that the store managers can choose from hasn't changed. And so slowly essentially every store has got everything from that list. And it's been on there at some point during the year. And there needs to be more stuff out there.
Yeah.
Need to refresh it.
Oh, well, you've got to think of more things we can do with ladders and stuff like that. But yeah, that's a big brick. Look at that. It's about 1x12, that, isn't it? 1x16?
I've got them in the 1x12s. We'll have a stack of them somewhere.
Yeah.
I see that. And try and stack in them is impossible. Just want to say that as well. There we go. Good stuff. Oh, I like that jacket. That's different, isn't it? I like that. Ooh, I have to look that up. It looks like Marks and Spencer's one to me, that does. This is Trevor's video. Thanks for sending those through as well, Luke. Appreciate that. This is one of my favorite sets of the year. This is, folks, Over the Moon. I'll be doing a review on this. I'm trying to do a review and film in Studio One at the moment of this. It's a really, really good set. I need to know if Trevor really enjoyed it as well, actually. Was he over the moon with it? This is part and parcel of some images from his latest animation as well. Please do check him out. Trevor's videos does some really, really cool animations. Really cool crane as well. That was the one that came out just before the latest one did. And last but by no means least, I had to throw this one back in there because I was just curious to know, Gaz, have you bought any more since last week?
I may have 2 more.
It's a sickness.
Well, no, I had 2 legs left over, or 2 pairs of legs left over, because one I swapped out for that robot with a green head, so I had his legs spare. But then I picked up one somewhere and it didn't have a torso, so I was like, oh, okay. So I had those, so I just got the torsos to finish them off this week.
Oh, guys, and I took a picture of it. I think it might have been on Minifig Me or something like that. They've come up with a Star Trek Christmas jumper.
Oh yeah, that's really cool, that one.
I like that a lot. I am a fan. Interestingly though, folks, if you guys and girls out there go and see Piece by Piece, which I totally recommend. It was a fun Lego movie. It's a Lego movie, so I want to see it anyway. And having seen it, I did like that there was a big nod, shall we say, to Lego and Star Trek, which was really cool to see. Have you seen the film yet, Stuart? I know there was.
No, I haven't. I haven't actually, because I think it officially coming to Denmark quite late. I think it's like January or something. But I know they showed it at the Scareback fan weekend, but I didn't get there in time to see it. So.
Oh, very cool, though. Very cool. I totally recommend it. It's just good fun. It's good fun stuff. And you like cartoons and animation, that sort of stuff. So I did think it's really good just for the Lego hobby, to be honest. Even if you're not, you don't like that sort of thing and you don't go and see it anyway. I just think it's good. It keeps Lego out there and keeps it as kind of a household.
I haven't bought many sets this year. But the Pharrell set I went and bought. I haven't built it yet.
Honestly, it looks really good. It's a really good display piece, and it borders on art, to be honest.
I love that streak of color. It looks awesome.
Yeah, the jet stream, and it's really good. It's a really lovely. I wouldn't say it's not an easy build, but it's a very satisfying build. Like, in your brain, you could work out quite quickly how it's constructed and stuff like that, and it's just really good. Like, you finish it and it's like it's basically got 3 main sections. You've got the plume, you've got the jet stream, and then you've got a very unique shuttle and the Atlantis apartments. And by themselves, it's nothing too special. But when you put them together, it actually can, it creates something that's a little bit out of the ordinary. It really does. So anyway, folks, thank you as always for sending in your pictures. If you want to send me any pictures, send them any time of the week, day or night, morning or noon, doesn't really matter. Either email them to me over at londonbridgebricks@gmail.com, or of course you can simply DM me over at Instagram. And that, boys and girls, was this week's Lego Pictures. I nearly pressed on the wrong thing then, guess. I had to really focus for a few seconds. Now, we're 2 minutes away from 3 hours. I think we're actually going to do it. Potentially. We're going to get close anyway.
Yeah, you're not going to do this in 2 minutes.
We're not going to do it in 2 minutes. Well, we can do. If I just boot them off, we can. No, I won't do that, Carrie. So let's go around the panel. Let's see what everybody's up to in the next week or so. Anybody out there that hasn't hit the survey yet, do give us a survey. Do give us a thumbs up. You know how it goes, folks. And if you're watching this back, do me a little favour as well. Leave a comment. Say hello. Introduce yourselves. So let's start with the beautiful pink Meredith. Meredith, what are you going to be up to the next week or so? You going to be doing some Lego construction?
I will be building New Hashima a lot. And thankfully, we have Thanksgiving coming up, so I will be out of work, so I can be building some more.
Very cool. Very cool indeed. And look at give Waffles a big cuddle for us as well.
He was down here earlier and got bored. Then Doug, my other dog, came over and was jealous. So they both came over, gave me licks, and went away. So.
Oh yeah, they do. Oh, I'm sure you'll make up for that a little bit later on as well. Mr. Harris, are you going to be doing some Lego stuff next week? Probably stuff that you can't even mention.
Every single day, yes. I think we've got a couple of fan tours next week, so I may be hosting one of those. I don't know if you remember or saw online that in Billund Airport, we installed a tree of experiences, I guess. So it's kind of showcases the different things about Lego House and this mini tree in the baggage area. And I'm going to go to the airport and just finish off some final details on that some point during the week. And and a bit of building, I'm sure.
Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. It's been great having you on again, Stuart, as well. We're always enjoy your company on here, and you kind of like pretty regular, sort of, every 4 months.
Third one now, isn't it? So
yeah. You're doing well. You're doing well. You've been on more times than Jang and any other designer or anything like that. So, what can I say? You're a big celeb for us. You really are. Luke, again, it's been a while. Like you say, it's been nearly a year. Hopefully, get you back on again in the next couple of months or so. Don't want another 12-year malarkey. Are you going to be doing anything over the next week or so with Lego or anything like that?
Well, I'm gonna go back to streaming next week onwards. I was hoping to kind of get a new webcam and microphone, but I think that's kind of pointless at this kind of stage. But in terms of other stuff I got coming up, it's actually all kicking off this weekend. So Gertlug's biggest show of the year, Bristol Brick Show, is back at the Cricket County Ground. I've set up my display earlier in the day. So I came home, had dinner, came on the show. So as soon as the show is done, I need to head off to the girlfriend's place because she's going to be coming with me this weekend. So that's going to be...
So is that a hot date for her and you? Is that?
Well, she's displaying as well.
Is she really?
I was able to...
Oh my god, this is like proper. Dude, you got to get her for February the 14th. The love, dude. That was like, oh my word, this is amazing.
I think she's egged me on a few times about getting the like £55 rose bouquet set.
Yeah.
So I think I need to get that before I lose the chance.
Dude,
I think she'll want that more. So yeah.
In terms of when you're married, and I'm sure Stuart could relate to this as well. When someone says, when a woman says that they like something, that's a subtle hint to, can you get it for us, please?
Yeah,
it really is. You got to read between those lines, Luke. Luke, that's really exciting. I'm near Bristol this weekend. Tomorrow, I'm in Bath for a long weekend, so you never know. I might be able to come over or something like that, but I don't know. Gaz, are you going to go to the Bristol show? I mean, it's on your doorstep.
I'm not sure. I'm not in the area tomorrow. I'm in London.
Oh, yeah, of course you are, aren't you? Yeah, we're like literally driving past each other on the M4.
Yeah. I might be leaving quite early, maybe.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, good job. We're on target. This is going to be a new record, this will be. All right, Luke. Well, anyway, enjoy your fabulous weekend with your other half as well. What's her name?
She's actually watching the show at the moment. She's been texting me every now and then, reacting to some of the
She's been saying how good looking the panel members are and stuff like
that. Well, this panelist at least, yeah.
Oh, there we go. Love it. Okay. Yeah, what's her name?
Her name is Sammy. She's absolutely wonderful, and she was talking to me about when we were looking at botanical sets earlier today.
Oh.
So yeah, she definitely dropping a couple of hints, but yeah.
Oh yeah, and if they're not subtle hints as well, you definitely got to do it. That's basically commitment for you. That is, Luke. Mm-hmm. Oh, anyway, Sammy, wherever you are out there, Sammy, hope you're enjoying the stream. Anyway, moving on. A couple that have always been loved up ever since they came on here. Honestly, folks, love is they walk around in a Lego convention and birds just come out of nowhere and start tweeting and all sorts of things. They really do. Anyway, Carrie, Ian, what are you going to be up to this weekend?
Ian informed me when we finished our Ominous Isle, which is quite a good set, by the way, another Bricklink one, that we had to go up into the Lego room and do some Lego stuff in the city. So we'll be streaming from the city, which is always fun because normally it means Ian's under the table or crawling under bits to get to things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're always off. So I don't know exactly what we're trying to achieve in there, but I will have a think about it. And yeah, we'll be in the city.
Okay, so be in the city. So are you going to be streaming on Sunday from the city?
Yeah, streaming on Sunday, 8:30 as usual, but from the city. So
from the city, and
it's called a chaos stream, I feel.
Are they? Okay, all right, yeah. And you're building. What is it? You're going to be building another.
We don't know. We just need to work on something in the city because since we started doing shows, we neglect our city a little bit too much.
Yeah,
so
I know what you mean. Guys, great to have you on here tonight as well. As always, of course, there's been a good little giggle. So what are you doing over the weekend then? What's going on in Gazland? Because I'm going to see you on Monday. I'm seeing you on Monday.
Yeah. So I'm in London tomorrow because it's the Winter Comic Con, and she was going. So it's the first one. It's like, well, I've got to meet the new Doctor, haven't I? So that's what I'm gonna do.
Gaz, you're going for a signing with him, aren't you?
No, I always go for photos. I don't do signing because this sounds really trite, but people will always buy autographs anyway from anywhere. People just sign them in bulk and do it. I think a photo for me is more personal. So.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Oh, are you going to be taking your the screwdriver with you as well?
No, which one?
Guys, you've got one of his. You've got it. And,
I've got his one.
You've got his one.
But everyone's gonna do that, aren't they? It's gonna be like, oh look, I'm so original. And everyone's gonna be like, yeah, I've got the same. You're like, oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, guys, because we think it looks like. Do you remember back, Stuart? Do you remember when Sky first became a thing for us, and we've got that really weird shaped controller that they came out with?
Oh yeah.
That's the new Doctor Who's screwdriver. Essentially, it doesn't look like it looks like a shoe wedge. Guys, get it out. Go on, show us it, guys.
Yeah,
that's it. It works. It does things. I mean, look at it.
It does. So it does that, and I know it's the wrong buttons.
Yeah, they call that a screwdriver. I don't know, but anyway.
Well, it does this.
They squeezed it too hard in the middle or something, and it's.
Yeah, that's right. It's got a really tight belt on the middle. That's what it is.
It does, doesn't it? It's like I was going to say something. I can't say that. But anyway,
I was going to think of maybe take something in that I've built, but Frankie's like, I don't know, it's a good idea. It probably won't survive. Like, might not. So I don't know.
You can take like little TARDIS, little mini, because you've got a custom minifigure of him, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got a couple. No, leave it alone. I've got a couple. So
guys, honestly.
I did that with Peter Capaldi. I took one when I met him, his one, and so that was quite cool.
He's a good actor, Peter Capaldi, man. He's
he's a nice guy as well.
He's brilliant. Really, really good. Anyway, guys and girls, thank you so much for being on here. Gaz, for being on here tonight. The Brick Bods, thank you so much. Luke, for being on tonight. Luke, great to see you as well. Let's bring this this survey to an end as well. Mr. Harris, great to see you on here as well. Thank you so much for being on. Always super appreciate it. It makes London Calling 250 even that bit more special. It really does. And Meredith, having you on as well. I love having you on and getting the new Hashima updates from you. Coming up from me this week, folks. Well, I'm going on a break now. I've got a nice long weekend in Bath. I think the temperature is going to be plummeting in London and the rest of England over the next weekend or so. But anyway, it is that time of year, I guess. I'm going to be working on a couple of videos next week as well. Hopefully get them out. Definitely going to be doing a video on my experience at Leicester Square earlier on this week for the official opening for the Christmas-themed kind of shop fit. And hopefully working on a couple of review videos as well. Not forgetting I'm doing over the Moon with the Pharrell Williams that Meredith has also bought, but I've also got the review as well for the Burrow sets. I haven't forgotten about that, folks. I just got busy doing one or two other things, and life, you know what it's like, folks. Life can be life sometimes. But anyway, London Calling 250 has been an extra special one, so thank you everybody for that. Particularly the really, really cool pictures as well from our good friends over in Australia for Lego Team B, and the fact that there's so many Australians that do tune in to watch this is unbelievable. It really is, folks. So I always super appreciate that. And talking of which as well, I just want to say thank you to everybody for tuning in tonight. Thank you, Liz, for that absolutely brilliant PMQ. Ever wondered what Stuart would do if he wasn't doing the job that he does at Lego? Well, rewind about an hour ago and you'll find out. Otherwise, I just want to say thank you very much to Saletscape for being out there tonight. Andrew Mayor Hosco as well. The Bricketeer. Good to see you out there, Jazz. Monarch was out there as well. Miss Ambi as well. Good to see you out there. 2K Foles, Lego Team B, of course. Mr. Martin Andrews. And, of course, Matt Mellish and Trevor's videos. And Polar Bricks, to name but a few. And if you take one thing away from this stream, folks, just remember that Lego, it really is a wonderful thing. And each and every one of you are too. Take care. Have a wonderful weekend. And I will see you very, very soon. Good night, everybody. Bye.